Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. #Luke.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coon.
I'm Zachary Gubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid?
You might be honest.
All right, here's what's going on in the nest.
Oh, they are filling the nets, denting the old onion bag. In Dallas, 2-2, England and Croatia at the break. Sorry, at halftime. Not one of the hydration breaks. The actual halftime. Not a hydration break.
I heard one of the announcers say it was the end of the first period
Who said that?
on the TSN broadcast.
No, at the hydration break or at halftime?
Couldn't tell you. I heard first period.
I mean, sometimes you'll hear an NFL announcer say that. It's the end of the period.
But aren't these halves?
Well, yeah, you can be more specific. I'm going to Google, what is something divided into thirds?
Well, it's thirds.
You could have said, I mean, it would have been
But
the
is a
same as saying-
period specific to thirds?
No, I don't
Period
believe
is a
so.
period of time.
Yeah.
So I guess it could mean the period of 45 minutes.
Yeah. They played a 45-minute period.
But it
it's a
doesn't
half.
sound right.
Yeah. Like if you said it was the first frame of play,
Portion of time divided by some recurring phenomenon. Well, yeah, that's a weird usage of it. I mean, sometimes I guess if you're talking about hockey, you might try to be, end of the first, like I've heard people say, the ends of the first stanza. Like I realize you try to vary it a little bit, but I was surprised to hear an announcement because it's clearly two halves. You don't need to get fancy about it.
It's clearly two halves.
Yeah. So one of the TSN commentators said that, or the play-by-play guy?
It was either the color guy or the play-by-play
Was
guy.
this today or last night? This
10 minutes ago.
Oh, I didn't hear that. That's controversial.
It is.
I'm not sure that I like that. Like it's the end of the first half. Yeah, that's weird, man. Thanks for telling me that. Well, I'm going to write a letter of complaint now. Hope everybody has a great day. Yeah, World Cup. It's been awesome. I'm enjoying watching it more than I thought I would. This England-Croatia game is something. Last night, Messi gets the hat trick. We had that great New Zealand-Iran game a couple of days ago. Portugal played earlier today, they ended in a tie, so that was big for Congo to get a tie. So a lot of interesting results. Canada tomorrow.
Well,
against
this is
Qatar.
isn't this not 4 games in a row with a goal scorer who scored 2 or more goals? Because it was Kylian Mbappe.
Oh, I can't remember. Okay,
Then it was Erling Haaland.
right.
Then Lionel Messi. And now Harry Kane.
And how many consecutive ties have there been now? Is this 5 consecutive ties? Because Portland, Congo was a tie. Oh, no, that was the previous day. Sorry. That was Monday was the day with all the ties. My mistake. And then yesterday was all results. Yeah.
But I believe they're draws.
Draws. My mistake. Yeah.
I'm really kicking into my soccer mode.
Well, we got to have the right terminology. You know who I'm really fired up for Gemco Fireplaces? Proudly serving Edmonton and area for 45 years, the authorized dealer for Napoleon Fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon Fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need are available at Gemco 9281 50th Street. For Matthew Awanek. I filled in for Matthew on the hangout earlier today. I am legitimately excited for him. He is attending a Canadian World Cup match on Canadian soil. Another opportunity for Canada to get its first ever win at the World Cup. And he's going to be there, but he might be there for the win. He might be there for one of,
soccer history.
Canadian soccer history, and probably one of the most significant moments in our nation's sporting history.
Be considered soccer history if it's Canada's first goal at the World Cup?
First win at the World Cup?
Or first win at the World Cup, sorry? That would be soccer history.
Well, it'd be Canadian soccer history.
No. That would be FIFA World Cup history.
I guess it would. Yeah, I'd go down in the lore of the World
Who won
Cup.
their first goal, or who won their first game as a nation on their own soil? Yeah, on their own.
Yeah,
soil.
I wonder how many countries can say. Well, I guess back to the very first World Cup.
See, don't sell it. I mean, there's storylines here.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm
fired up for him.
I'm fired up for him. He's going to be with other Canadian supporters, and then he's like, and he's so dedicated. He's coming back for work. Like I would have taken the Friday off. I would have been like, yeah, Wednesday through Friday, I'm good. I'll see you Monday. He's right back on Friday.
Well, what if he's riding the high of emotion and just wants to be involved? You know?
Yeah, well, he's probably excited to talk about it on because he's back on the Hangout on Friday.
He is.
So that's going to be. I mean, it should just be him. Is it you on Friday or is it you tomorrow, or both days? Because I was on the Hangout today. Is it you tomorrow?
It is me tomorrow.
And you're not on Friday?
No, I have my daughter's grade 6 year-end celebration.
I don't even know who's on Friday. It should really just be somebody interview or somebody just guiding Matthew a little bit, and letting him go. Like, tell us about your day and a half in Vancouver watching the World Cup. That'd be incredible.
Correction, Ronaldo was the one that didn't come through for.
Oh, he was the one that didn't come through.
In this morning's match.
Yeah.
What do you call it? A match?
They are called matches.
Matches?
Yeah. So that's pretty good. You can get in touch with us in a variety of different ways. First of all, you can email reid@edmontonsportstalk.com, jay@edmontonsportstalk.com. We love getting messages from you. We love getting limericks. Today's limerick theme will be global soccer stars, past or present.
Oh, I like it.
So you want to work in Ronaldo, Messi, Pele, whoever. Work them into your limerick. Now, you can send us other limericks, but we like when we give people a theme. You can also text us at 780-218-9999. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Don't forget about the Tap 25 happy hour. Great deals Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., such as $5.25 drinks, all beers, including bottled draft, import, domestic, select premium well highballs, and select premium wine, served at Tap 25, Center Bar, Onyx, and on the casino floor, rivercrewresort.com. You can also post in the Nasty Chat on YouTube. Now, if you are taking us in on YouTube, subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk if you haven't already. And remember, smash that thumbs up button. Give us a like.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
Yeah, post in the Nasty Chat there. Chat with us and with each other. For example, Crepe posts and says, do you two want to log off and start over? Well, I don't think we get that option. We got to play the hand we dealt ourselves. So,
well, I guess that means the show can only get better from here.
Yeah,
Crepe.
sorry, Crepe. The show must go on. We don't get any takebacks. If you're listening on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, we thank you for using those excellent streaming apps as well. Remember to make us a favorite, make us a preset, and spread the word about EST. Let other people know where to find us. We continue to want to grow the station, and we do a lot of work doing that. So just a little way you can help us is letting other people know where. Oh, sorry, Jay. Hang on. Can you just hang on a sec? Oh, we have a highlight coming in from Group A.
Where's this group?
Well, I think it's going to be apparent once we get to the highlight where the match is.
Okay.
So here's a World Cup audio highlight. Bert. Ernie. Oh, the count with the 1-2. Elmo. Grover. Cookie Monster. Oh, Cookie Monster! Going top shelf where the chocolate chips are often kept out of reach. He gobbles up the defense like a helpless chunk of oatmeal raisin. Cookie Monster by George. A strike that will bring a smile to even the grouchiest of teammates. And this Sesame Street squad moves on with no strings attached. All right, there's our World Cup. Sometimes we just get audio highlights of goals coming in, and we want to play them.
That's good. We got to get to them fast. The things
like
move fast.
Breaking news. Yeah.
So Group A is clearly taking place in Sesame Street.
Yeah.
I do like the count. The count with the 1-2. Very, very clever. Little Cookies by George reference there.
I'm glad you caught that. I read that to Coob earlier. I don't think he caught that.
I didn't get that part.
Oh, Cookies by George was a staple at our during my university days.
Were they on
coffee.
campus?
Oh, sure.
In Hub or in Sub?
Hub.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hub. And that's where I had a very bad allergic reaction. It was at Cookies by George in Hub.
From Hazelnut?
So I used to get my coffee from Cookies by George. I'm not a cookie guy, never have been, but they had good coffee. And this was at a time where I was eating as much cream as I wanted.
Okay.
In my coffee. And it was often flavored cream. So they had the 2 big canisters of flavored cream. Like they weren't just the little peel off tabs, like single pours. They were like the full,
Oh, yeah.
1 liter. So
Yeah.
you could have as much cream as you wanted.
Yeah.
It was the canister. So you'd push the button and the cream would come out.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So they had one labeled hazelnut.
Oh, no.
And then they had one labeled French vanilla. So put the French vanilla coffee in, did my coffee, went off to class. Well, turns out they had somehow screwed up the labels.
Oh, no, Jay.
So this hazelnut one was in my coffee.
Yeah.
And I'm breaking out in my law and economics course. Oh, wow, look at this. Another goal.
England up 3-2, 47th minute. I don't think this was Kane. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I'm interrupting your story, but I wanted to get the update.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's what we do here. We give World Cup updates. So it was not an intense amount of hazelnut in the cream, but it was still enough to make me feel like my throat was scratchy.
Yeah, if you're allergic.
It was very uncomfortable.
So I think was it Bellingham that got the goal. He comes in, kind of cuts down the right side, and he's at a sharp angle, but he puts it off the far post and in. No, I think it was another player. I can't catch the name here. But anyway, England's now up 3-2. No shortage of goals in this one.
Well, and we've discovered as keepers in this tournament, if you're not standing in front of the ball,
Yeah.
It's usually past.
It's pretty hard to move to it.
Unless you're making a very acrobatic save that you've already had a head start on.
Yes.
But that goal there, the ball was behind
Oh, it was
the keeper
Bellingham. It was Bellingham that got the goal. Okay.
before he could move. I guess you just don't have.
You just got to be in the right place at the right time. Yeah. All right. So 3-2 England in the now into the 48th minute. Entertaining match, and we'll keep an eye on it for you. We can tell you this: England almost scores again. Luke Gazdic coming up at about 3:40 this afternoon. We'll talk. Taylor Hall won the cup. He's known Taylor for a long
that's a great
time.
point.
And we'll touch on some other hockey storylines. Jay's buddy Jim Hiller is now the coach of the Leafs. Vegas hired their AHL coach, Ryan Craig. When we get to the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel, we'll dive into it a little more, and probably with Luke too. The Oilers, the only NHL team without a head coach. Wagon Wednesday for the World Professional Chuckwagon Association and Century Mile Racetrack and Casino. Our old buddy Greg Buchanan is going to be on the show a little bit later on. They're going into Wainwright this weekend.
You
the
betcha.
old Wainwright Stampede. So we'll touch on that as well. More discussion on the Elks getting ready for their big showdown against the Alouettes. 2:00 Saturday, Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. The Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show with Mr. Milne and our buddy Matthew Iwanek is going to be at 1:00 on Saturday, and you guys will be at Commonwealth Rec Center for that.
Yeah.
And then you're on right after the game as well. So many things to talk about today. We better get to a gentleman we have standing by here with the afternoon headlines presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. Well, another great goal-scoring performance by Messi. Messi? Is he a soccer player or my brother-in-law's last divorce? England scored on a penalty kick against Croatia. Hey, Jason Milne, is that a Harry Kane in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Yes.
So the locals are the only team without a head coach. I've seen snail races move quicker than this. Watch out for the slime trail, Bowman. I'm Chet Palmer.
Once again, Messi, like his brother's divorce or brother-in-law's. Not nice. Yes, that is a Harry Kane. Good job. You nailed it. Well done, Chet. I mean, I have an email in drafts for HR Daddy.
Of going after Chet?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm not sure what the problem is with Chet. You don't like him making phallic references to the contents of your pocket.
It's getting intense now.
Right.
And it's not... I thought it would slow down. I thought it would, regress. It just hasn't.
No, it's pretty much in all of his sportscasts.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if he can find something else. If he now that he knows that there is in my draft, I've penned an email.
Well, I'm not...
Can you pen an email?
Not exactly, but you could say that. I've penned an email. Yeah, it doesn't sound that good. Doesn't sound that good. All right.
Neither does Harry Kane in my pocket.
No, but I mean, you can see what he's getting at.
Oh, I guess it's topical, sure.
Yeah,
doing it for the clicks.
Torn from the headlines of the match going on right now. By the way, the penalty, well, Gager and Hernan were talking about it. He got 2 chances on the penalty kick because they said the goalie moved a little early on the first one.
Yeah, and what did you find? Like,
I got
foot
the rule
has
right
to
here.
be in line.
When the ball is kicked, the defending goalkeeper must have at least part of 1 foot touching in line with or behind the goal line. So I think they must have said his back foot was too far forward. I mean, what a goalie should do is just stand with his feet behind the goal line and then start to come out.
But I think your feet have to be on the goal line.
Right, but then at least you'd be starting further back, but then you'd still be moving
I think they
forward.
have to be on the goal line to start. Like, they have to be on.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And then once the ball is kicked,
he can't start at the back and then run forward and dive.
No.
I guess that's a good point. It says the defending goalkeeper must remain on the goal line facing the kicker between the goalposts until the ball is kicked. I like how they put in facing the kicker. Like as if some guy's going to be like, I'm just going to turn my back to the play and then I'll just dive. Oh, this hope he hits me. Hope he hits me in the rump. Anyway, so Kane got a second try on the penalty kick. This is an entertaining game. It's been a really good tournament. All right, so Wannock's off to Vancouver. There's watch parties around the city. I mean, we had Anthony Bent on, so he organized a watch party for England and for Canada.
Yes.
That was at the Ice House because Wannock went to the one at the Ice House last week. So here's our off-topic topic for William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best can be is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. So, we would like you to tell us the worst place in Edmonton for a World Cup watch party. Now, a public place. Like, you can't just say, oh, my buddy Steve, because he never vacuums and it's filthy. Like, some sort of a public place or have some fun with it. Worst place in Edmonton for a World Cup watch party. I'll give an obvious one, and I'm probably going to steal this from a lot of listeners because whenever we do an Edmonton thing, this location always comes up. But, I mean, it's inside the Talus Balls, right? I mean, you couldn't fit a lot of people, and the guy who tried to climb in there a year or two ago got stuck and had to get rescued. So I think inside the Talus Balls would be...
I wonder what the cell reception's like.
Yeah, at least you could maybe
balls.
project the game on the surface of the balls. But just getting in there and getting out might be a problem.
That's a good one because there's a lot of different ways you could go about the Talus balls.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know, Reid. You might be onto something because there's only so many people that you could fit in there.
Well, and comfortably, nobody.
Be appointment
the guy got stuck, right? When was this again?
My thoughts on the worst place in Edmonton to host a watch party would be anywhere on the Yellowhead Trail between 97th Street and St. Albert Trail.
I was thinking same
Like a
thing.
drive-in?
Anywhere, street side. If you wanted to go under the bridge, any of the areas on that stretch between 97th Street and St. Albert Trail. Look, I'm all for a unique experience for a watch party. If you said, Jay, I want to meet on the side of the White Mud, I'd say, sign me up. Where at? But there's just too many obstacles. There's too much dust. And keep in mind with the rain, it would be a mess.
Right.
And the traffic, the starting, the stopping, the horns, the construction machinery and equipment itself would probably be quite distracting. So that's my submission. Would be anywhere on the Yellowhead between 97th Street and St. Albert Trail.
Rip City Step says inside Jay's pocket would be pretty bad.
According to Chet, it would be. Or it could
pretty
be
hairy.
fun. Depends on.
I think Chet's quite.
Yeah.
Do one on the LRT. Why not? That would be terrible.
The LRT.
The LRT. That's a good
Like
one.
if you go to Celebrate just when the train starts moving and then you got to fall over.
Oh.
And you'd probably lose reception in some of the tunnels.
Oh, yeah. Under the U of A.
Okay, everybody. Well, we'll pick it up in about 4 minutes when we come out near Southgate, or wherever it comes out there.
Oh, the LRT. That's a good one.
That would not be a good place for a watch party.
Les Sweet says Chet's going to gift Jay cargo pants for his birthday or Christmas.
Though the advantage to watching on the LRT is if you were disgusted with the game, you could just get off at the next stop.
That's true.
I've had enough of this.
Nolan from St. Albert says the adult TV theater would be an awful place.
Jeez.
Vincenzo says inside the corn maze. Pat says inside the funicular while a guy is pooping next to you. These are very descriptive.
These are very, I think some people have had some, I think these are based on real life experiences.
Bruce from William Huff is in.
I think the funicular would be uncomfortable enough even without the defecation.
Defecation.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't necessary.
And plus, someone pooping next to you would be uncomfortable, like
regardless of watch party status.
Oh, in the most comfortable chair in the world with a guy pooping next to you. Like
you could be at a spa.
That's an odd take.
You could be at a spa having world-class treatment done. But there's a guy pooping next to you.
At one of the matches, like a Wannock's going to be, but a guy's pooping next to you.
That might happen. You never know. Bruce from William Huff, who is the namesake of William Huff. This is his segment. What worst place in Edmonton to have a watch party? Rexall Place might be a bad place right now.
Yeah, we got
that would be
a couple coming into the chat too. That wouldn't be good right now.
Big Dave says the funicular would be a pretty crappy place to have a watch party. It's just ricochet shots for the funicular.
Did I miss a story about a guy pooping in the funicular?
Are there no bathrooms?
Is it that
around
common?
there?
Like,
I mean, there's a river.
So the funicular is what exactly?
Oh, that's the up and down train.
It's the moving staircase thing. Yeah.
Well, it's a hillside train.
Yeah. So if you go, it comes down
Yeah.
from the Shaw, it's right by the low level. I've gone into it. It's kind of fun. I haven't been in it in a few years.
Huh.
It's kind of a fun little spot. Oh, I'm getting a phone call.
Take it.
It's probably Poop Line, Alberta. It's the guy who pooped. Hey, I had to go, all right? Leave me alone.
It's a normal thing to do.
You don't know what's going on in my life.
I was having a bad day.
The kids were up top and I had to go and I didn't make it to the river. Of course, there's a watch party going on.
He's like,
out of the blue.
He's like, I literally thought that was a bathroom. Then another guy walks in and it starts moving down to the valley. And I'm half log.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. All right. I looked something up here, Jay. So they said on the game when we were watching the first half that Harry Kane has a brace.
Yes.
So in soccer and other sports, scoring 2 goals in a single match is called a brace. The term coming from Old English and Anglo-French, where it traditionally meant a pair or a set of 2, such as a pair of hunted animals or birds, or maybe. Hey, Jason Milne, is that a brace in your pocket, or have you just scored twice?
I
knew. Oh my goodness, we are. I'm not sure why we're allowed to do this show, but it's like if we're going out, we're going out having a good time. I mean, that's the main thing. All right. You read the? Did you read Bruce's text?
I did. Yeah, Rexall Place.
I've already forgotten.
Sorry,
what's
Bruce.
happening.
I love you.
Oh,
Need my hug.
So England 3, Croatia 2, 60th minute. We'll keep an eye on that one. Tomorrow, are we just going to watch along with everybody?
We have
Canada and Qatar at 4.
Honestly, this is a historic day in Canadian soccer. It could be.
We got to get a Wannock on the phone during the match. How mad would he be if Koob just kept calling him, over and over again?
We could say, hey, can you give us that halftime report?
It's still
from BC Place, Vancouver Stadium.
After the first period, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if he gives me this, like, oh, it's my day off, I'll be like, well, when I do the hangout, that's 9 to 6. That's the overtime. I guess I can't do the hangout before 9. Next time you need me to fill in, Matt, you'll need someone else for the first hour.
Do the conversation of you talking to him about wanting to join our show at halftime.
Matt, you got time to come on at halftime tomorrow?
No. I'm at the match.
Well, yeah, you give us an update from the match.
I'm going to be in no condition. I'll be too nervous.
All right, we better break. Luke Gazdic in about 15 minutes to talk hockey, soccer, life. Probably not about the funicular, but you never know. I tell you what, give us a thumbs up if we're on YouTube. Jay and I, like we were saying this morning, we love our jobs. We love doing the show, but we realize probably some people out there think we suck, but give us a thumbs up anyway. Give us a thumbs up and then never watch again. That's that's also fun.
That's probably not the point.
Or send the show link. Tell you what, if you like the show, click the share button.
Do you believe in life after love?
And send the show link off to somebody else via email or text and get them involved. Here's a sports update with my good friend Zachary Kubish.
The Oilers have announced next year's 4-game preseason schedule. Edmonton opens things up September 19th at home to the Jets. At San Jose, the Sharks have acquired former Oilers draft pick Michael Kesselring and a 27th overall pick in this year's draft from Buffalo in exchange for the 20th overall selection. Elsewhere, Ryan Craig has been named as the head coach of the Golden Knights. Craig spent the past 3 seasons leading Vegas's AHL affiliate squad. World Cup action. In the 62nd minute, England leading 3-2 on Croatia. 5 o'clock, Ghana and Panama matchup before Uzbekistan and Colombia close out the night. For the Jays, they're back in action against the Red Sox. It's Max Scherzer to the bump. First pitch scheduled for 4:45. Boston counters with Jake Bennett. And right now, there's a pair of games live, including the Dodgers up 5-4 on the Rays, bottom 7th inning. Game 2, up 4 between the Red Sox, Riverhawks, and Apple Sox. First pitch at 7:35. Listen to the game right here on EST. And from the Expo Center, the 3 and 5 Stingers host the 4 and 6 Alliance. Tip-off scheduled for 7 o'clock. This sports update is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks, and they have their home opener this Saturday against the Alouettes. It's going to be a big one. Lock in your seats now at goelks.com/tickets. More with Reid Wilkins, Jay Milne. Following the break, I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you in the loop.
2 guys and a goalie.
There is no way the Oilers come out on top of a Darnell Nurse trade. Hire it or fire it.
Fire it. There's always a way. I think you need some NBA thinking. Make this some sort of, has to be at least a 3-way in some respect. You need multiple teams involved to maximize this and create something that benefits your team, I think.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in-store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian-owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Celebrating the 40th anniversary of its groundbreaking release, Strange Animal. River Cree Resort and Casino and K97 proudly present a very special evening with Gowan, live playing his chart-topping classics from this iconic 80s album and more. Gowan's Strange Animal 40th Anniversary Tour, July 2nd in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it. GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice-cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Must you click? Click. Must you click?
Blue Jays game in about an hour and 15 minutes. Braden Fisher will be the opener. Scherzer had been listed as the starter earlier today. He goes to the 15-day IL with back spasms. What? Retroactive to June 14th. It's like, yeah, he's actually been sick for 3 days.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not laughing about that. I'm laughing at our listeners. They're great.
They're very funny.
Skinny in the nasty chat. Worst place to watch a World Cup game? Fergie's Rugby Club with that trash TV. Remember that didn't it go out? Like it stopped
because
working?
we were watching Elks Alouettes. Like one game in Montreal, yeah.
And the Elks won.
Yeah, but we saw it.
Because McLeod Bethel Thompson remember the pick six to Tyrell Ford? And then people were, because Matt and I were doing the post game from there. So people were kind of huddling around our laptops because we still had it on our laptops.
Right. Rocker in the nasty chat says he is not hurt, he just sucks. Well, Scherzer's having a tough season.
But
he was listed as the starter earlier today. Is this going to change your play of the day for later?
I don't know about that.
We'll see. You got one coming up. We'll do it at 4:00 today because Luke's on at 3:40. So that's all right. Portions of this hour presented by Lamley's, built for the job, made with quality craftsmanship and designed for job protection with cowboy-worthy durability. Lamley's workwear combines safety with all-day comfort, featuring brands like Ariat Work and Wrangler Rigs, designed to withstand tough conditions and deliver performance across every job site. Visit lamleys.com/work to see how Lamley's can make your workday better.
LAMMLES.
The off-topic topic for William Huff was, what place in Edmonton would you choose would be the worst place to have a watch party? And Bones said, I wouldn't want to watch the World Cup watch party at the Remand Center. I agree.
Yeah, that would be
interesting.
Yeah, would they have a watch party there? I don't know if they would.
I don't know much about that. The old Remand Center.
Well, the one, where is it now? Because
north of the Henday.
Yeah, because the one
used to be downtown
is torn down. It's a pile of rubble now. They should have turned it into condos. And they could have said, they could have divided it up into cell blocks for. That's what I would have done.
That would have been cool. Sleep in an old prison
There
cell.
were a lot of windows in the building, though, so
quite tiny.
Maybe that
with giant bars on them.
Yeah,
but it goes with the effect.
They would have remodeled it. I hope. So where is it now? Is it northeast or northwest?
North of the Henday, like north central, maybe a little bit northwest-ish if you're looking exactly where it's placed.
Well, is it near where we golfed last year?
Yep.
185th Avenue and 127th Street. Yeah, so a little northwest-ish. And where's the Garrison Golf Club where we played?
That's 97th Street.
It's more straight up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's where they built the new one.
Mex Bezozu says you can't have a watch party on the field where Jay coaches. Jay's nemesis would scold you for being too excited. This is true. I wonder if this guy knows how much we talk about him on the show.
Oh, probably.
Or have. Casino dealer Jay says watch party at the colonoscopy clinic.
Well, where's the screen? Is that what he meant? I don't know what he meant.
I don't know. I thought we were done with the poop talk.
Yeah, but no, apparently that's ongoing. 780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort Casino inbox. Yeah, the off-topic topic, worst place in Edmonton to hold a watch party for the FIFA World Cup. The top of the flare stack at the Strathcona Refinery. That's from Ronnie Oceanfront.
Yeah,
that'd be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You could feel the heat, though, I guess. But it wouldn't be good. Yeah, we'll have a watch party, yes, on the show tomorrow. We're just going to watch along with everybody. No, and I think, Jay...
Are we going to have hydration breaks?
We're going to have numerous hydration breaks.
Just leave.
Just leave. Sorry, we got to fuel up. And I think this is probably good. Our feed, I think, is slightly behind most of the listeners' feed, which is good. I'd sooner have them spoil a goal for us than the other way around.
Oh, absolutely.
By a few seconds.
Yes.
So that's not so bad. 780-218-9999. I can also tell you we are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. The wing flavor of the month at the Canadian Brewhouse. Well, it's a delicious wing flavor of the month. Jay and I had them in studio a couple of weeks ago. Maui pineapple, flame-grilled wings tossed in a sweet and tropical Maui pineapple sauce. Get them while they're hot for a limited time. That's until the end of June at the Canadian Brewhouse. Great to have them on board. All right. Luke Gazdic in a few minutes. It is Wagon Wednesday as well, so we'll see what's going on with the World Professional Chuckwagon Association with Greg Buchanan. That'll be in the final hour of the show with Luke, and then plus later on, Jay and I are going to talk about it. The Oilers are now the only NHL team without a head coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jim Hiller had been with the Leafs before, as I believe he was one of Babcock's assistants back in the day. And Vegas, I guess for the first time, Vegas has kind of an unknown coach, perhaps, if you compare them to the people they've hired in the past. Ryan Craig gets promoted from the Henderson Silver Knights. Probably the plan all along.
Probably.
So imagine that. They had a concrete plan and stuck to it.
Oh, wow.
How unique that is. Oh, my God, Cube, the TV. No. The TV's gone. Okay, we'll fix it. You got to do the update. Update here with the Cube and then Luke Gazdic.
The Oilers have announced their preseason schedule: 4 games. Edmonton opening things up September 19th at home to the Jets. Elsewhere, Ryan Craig has been named as the head coach of the Golden Knights. Craig spending the past 3 seasons leading Vegas's AHL affiliate squad. World Cup action. In the 73rd minute, it's a 3-2 lead for England over Croatia. 5 o'clock kickoff. Ghana and Panama go at it before Uzbekistan matches up with Colombia for the nightcap. For the Jays, they battle the Red Sox once again, game 2 of 3 in their set. Max Scherzer was originally listed as Toronto's starter, but has been moved to the 15-day injured list due to back spasms. Braden Fisher now starts. On the bump for the Birds, Boston going with Jake Bennett. And right now in the majors, 2 games live, bottom 8th inning. Dodgers with a 5-4 lead on the Rays. Top of the 7th, Angels down by 7 to the Diamondbacks in game 2 of 4 between the Riverhawks and Apple Sox tonight. 7:35 first pitch scheduled there. Listen to the game right here on any of EST's audio streams from the Expo Center. So 3 and 5 Stingers playing host to the 4 and 6 Alliance. Tip-off at 7 o'clock. Luke Gazdic up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
the Oil Stream.
And I love this conversation. I mean, I want people on both sides of this. And this is what we say. Edmonton Sports Talk is the voice for all of the fans out there. I mean, the more I listen to you guys talk about the issue, the more ridiculous you sound. Is Babcock a predator or just a hard ass who went too far? You also said in there a hard ass who went too far. You said it. And I would think you can probably say went too far multiple times.
Oil Stream presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hi, I'm Alistair Johnston with Canada Soccer. My dad's the biggest influence in my life. He was the one that passed down the passion for soccer to me. He is the biggest influence in my career.
To all inspiring dads, happy Father's Day. Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Canada Soccer.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Celebrating the 40th anniversary of its groundbreaking release, Strange Animal. River Cree Resort and Casino and K97 proudly present a very special evening with Gowan, live playing his chart-topping classics from this iconic 80s album and more. Gowan's Strange Animal 40th Anniversary Tour, July 2nd in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Goodwill is
one shopper, finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket, a deal, one donor, letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant,
learning,
trying,
building skills,
building confidence,
building a future.
One purchase, one donation,
one job, one choice.
Goodwill is
the power of one, the power of one, the power of one, the power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
Somewhere, someone is sitting on a patio that is literally part of the parking lot. They're hot, uncomfortable, and bored. Do not be that person. The Canadian Brewhouse has a rooftop, real turf, misters, fire tables, patio games, big screens, and zero reason to be bored. This summer, your standards are higher than a parking lot, and you know it. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation. With options for every style and budget. Open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
Well, I hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. We certainly are here. The Reid Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. It is weekdays, 3 to 6 p.m. on Edmonton Sports Talk. We love doing it. Sometimes I really don't know how we do it. We just start doing stuff. We actually do plan quite a bit.
We do. We sit here.
Then it just sometimes I wonder,
away.
How did we wind up talking about poop in a funicular?
Well, that's
that was listener submitted.
Yeah,
you have only yourselves to blame for that, nasties. That's not on us. Apparently, it was on the one guy.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna go to the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team. Fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. This gentleman, of course, has been on throughout the National Hockey League season, which did end a few days ago, but he's still going to give us another appearance here. Former Edmonton Oiler, now with Sportsnet, Luke Gazdic, checking in. Well, hello, Luke.
What's up, gents? Yeah, is this the last one? Is this it?
Well, unless you just want to keep going all summer, that's really up to you. I'm not sure, what the big man would say about that, but...
We'll start talking about Blue Jays baseball or something. But yeah, we'll see. We'll figure it out with the big man. I just pressed mute on the TV. I got the England-Croatia game going here. So it's, you know what? It's fun times in the city too. This city is on fire right now. There's a huge, Panama's playing later. I think Panama's playing at 7. There's a massive rally going on in the park, like 3 blocks over. All these people coming in from all over the world. So it's wild over here right now.
Like you're within a few blocks of a rally for the Panamanian team?
3 blocks.
Wow.
Literally 3 to 4 blocks. So I drove down Queen and I was probably about 3 o'clock. All the bars were full, one at a time for England, people getting ready for England and Croatia. And then as I turned, you look at Trinity Bellwoods, which is one of the biggest parks in the West End here downtown, full of Panamanians. Like I'm talking thousands of people.
Oh,
so
wow.
they started from one end of the park and they're making their way through the city. So it started off with Bosnia. Obviously, the Canadians have been out in full force, but it's really cool, man. I didn't expect any of this. Like I think I underestimate for sure, like how big this tournament is. And like, this is one of, if not the biggest tournament in the world. And it's been cool to have it in the city. I'm not going to lie.
Okay. I can't remember my Toronto geography. Plus, whenever I'm there, I'm usually being driven by somebody or I'm on public transit and I'm just told where to go. So are the people assembling? Do you get the sense they have tickets and they're going to walk to Toronto Stadium, or do they have a big screen set up in the park to watch? What's going on?
That's a great question. I know they have screens and like watch party places set up everywhere. But I'm not sure if the next game at BMO, I'm not sure I know Germany's playing tomorrow at 4 at BMO. But I don't even know which games exactly are there. I just know there's spots all over the city.
Okay.
There's different houses and stuff, like not actual houses, but call it like the Bosnia house. It's electric. You can't go 2 blocks without running into like a massive group of fans, especially when a certain particular country is playing.
Okay. Have you gotten into it? Have you went and like, what did you do for Canada and Bosnia and Herzegovina?
Okay, so Dusty asked me if I was going, and like dumb me, this is like, I don't know, really dumb. I thought all 3 Canada games were here. I did not know that 2 were on the West Coast. So the only game that Canada plays here versus Bosnia was obviously at BMO. So I didn't go, but yes, we were at an establishment down the street. Shout out to Toby's. I love this place down the road. And every single place, wall to wall, packed. And so it's hard not to get into it. Like I got a kit now. I got shorts and a Jonathan Davies jersey. I'm into it, man. It's been fun to kind of get on board. I'm not very like proficient with my football, with my soccer. I don't exactly know the intricacies. Can you guys give me that one? Intricacies?
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, you did a good job
of the game, but I do find myself like analyzing it and watching how the different teams play and attack and defend. But it's very cool that Canada's in it and that not just the whole city, but the whole country's behind it.
Yeah, I got to ask you something here. So every Tuesday we have the Mark Killam show as part of our show. He's the head coach of the Elks, obviously. Okay. And they came off a bye week. So I said, hey, I know you're busy and you got a wife and kids, but did you watch the Cup final or the NBA or the soccer? And he's like, yeah, I'm pretty busy, you know. But he said, I flipped to the soccer, but he's like, he doesn't like the culture of the diving. Or like, you're banged up, but instead of getting up and running it off, you roll around for 2 minutes and you try to get a yellow. Like you played in the NHL, you fought. Like, do you accept that about soccer? Does it bother you? Or are you kind of like, no, that's part of their game. And maybe sometimes they are really hurt. Like, what do you think of that?
I mean, I think it's hilarious, first and foremost, to see a guy 3 feet away get tapped and go for the biggest dive you've ever seen. Like, it's funny watching in between the Stanley Cup and as the World Cup started, you watch Brady McNabb take a 95-mile-an-hour slap shot right off the dome, break his nose, whatever it was, orbital to bone, stitches, and then you turn to the next sport and guys are flopping everywhere. But I don't know, it's just kind of part of it. I've accepted that it's just like part of it. Obviously, I'm not like, I don't get angry about it, but it is pretty funny to watch. I'm not going to lie.
Luke Gazdic joining us on the Oil Country Towing video hotline. All right, so we haven't talked to you since Carolina won the Stanley Cup. I mean, I got to ask you this because, you know, you've told stories about knowing Taylor Hall when he was younger. Obviously, there's a relationship there. What was it like to see him get the cup? One of the first guys to be given the cup in the way they pass it along often to veteran players. I don't know if you've had a chance to talk or text with him since then, but what's your reaction to seeing him win it?
Yeah, I was texting him a bit after the game. He was fired up. It's very, I don't want to say proud. But yeah, I am proud. I just feel like we're like the same age. So I'm not like looking down at this young guy, but when we were together, we were a couple young bucks, and just to see his path, man, like, I think I hope they don't forget, like, he was getting healthy scratched and in and out of the lineup as a fourth liner with the Chicago Blackhawks. Like, he went from the bottom of the barrel, and like, I don't know if he would say this or he will say this, but like, I know he wasn't fond about getting bounced around from Phoenix to, a 1-year show me deal in Buffalo to Chicago, and then starting to play some good hockey in Boston again. And then he gets to Carolina, and even same thing. Like, he's on the fourth line, no special teams earlier this year. And he just kind of put his head down and keep grinding. And it's very cool to see, like, played some of the best hockey I think we have ever seen him play. He's matured. He's got two young boys now, and just very, very cool. Hopefully I get the cup party invite this summer. I'm not sure where he's going to have it, but it's cool to see, man. He's certainly earned it, because I think what people maybe don't see or know is the work that he puts in away from the rink, and in the summers particularly, like how hard he works at his craft and just loves the game. Like, this guy just loves the game of hockey. On and off the ice, he's a student of it, and like I said, like, he works his tail off to be as good as he is. So he's earned everything he's gotten, and certainly very proud from my end.
England has scored now into the 87th minute. England up 4-2 on Croatia.
See, this is a cool one, because my dad's dad, we called him our no-no. He was born in Hungary, but is now Croatian territory. So technically Croatian, and my mom's parents are English. So this is like the Gazdic Bowl. This is like half it. This is like mom versus dad. I usually find myself leaning for the English, but in this one, it's kind of like there's no loser here for us, but my whole family's tuned into this one today.
Oh, nice. In terms of the Hurricanes winning, I mean, they've been a contending team for a long time. They kind of were starting to get the label of the team that never would do it. And then, of course, they go 16-3 in the postseason. There might have been some foolish people on some afternoon talk shows who even picked Ottawa to beat them in the first round. I'd be embarrassed to be that person. But
hey, I was saying if there was any upsets in the first round, it was going to be that one too.
Oh, did you say that too? I forgot.
I went live on breakfast television before the playoffs and said, if you're looking for an upset in round one, look for Ottawa, Carolina. So I'm eating crow too. But like, I will say this, and I was kind of asking the Edmonton guys when I was down there a little bit about not having to face Florida. Like, I'm not saying that this is why Carolina won, but certainly like having to go through that bully team of Florida that's going to be back with a vengeance next year, I think helped them. And I don't know if I told this to you guys before. I've told it to a number of people. When I went down there after the first round to sit down with those guys, to sit down with Coach Rod and Jordan and Logan Stankoven and obviously Halsey, you can just feel it in the air, the way they do things down there. It's just different. It's so professional. They are so dialed in what they're doing and what they're trying to accomplish. They hang on to every word Rod says. It's almost like, to me, like Rod's like I know he's a coach, but he's like the captain of that team. Like, he even said in my sit down with him that he still thinks, acts, and talks like a player. So I almost see him as like another one of their guys in their leadership group. And it's all earned, and you can just see the way guys buy into everything that especially Rod, is selling. But just when I was down there, like, they were so hospitable and respectful and classy. And I remember leaving, looking at my producer and just saying, I hope the world for these guys. Like, I hope they go on an absolute run because they earned it. And yeah, like, I don't want to say they had an easy path whatsoever, but going through Ottawa to Philly, obviously going toe-to-toe with the Habs, it was not easy for them. It was extremely impressive what they were able to pull off. And I mean, argue this if you want, but not a top 10 forward, not a top 10 D, not a top 10 goalie, and they still got the job done. It's like, it just goes to show you what can happen when every single guy on your squad in that room is on the same page and, as Rod says, pulling on the same rope.
Well, that's a good way to segue into what's been going on here in Edmonton. I don't think we've had you on, Luke, since this. I'll call it the Babcock saga has kicked off here in Edmonton. Earlier on the Hangout this morning, there was an interesting comment made, and I wanted to get your thoughts on it. It was essentially that this circus that the Oilers have now been in the offseason with the firing of Knobloch in a very weird manner, the leaking of the Bruce Cassidy, the Darnell Nurse discussion, now this Mike Babcock. Was this all unnecessary? Like, is this could have this been done a totally different way? And Chris Knobloch's still your head coach. And okay, we're going to now change the roster and we're going to adjust some things and work on that. And you could be now looking towards the next season thinking, okay, the Oilers are moving in a good direction. I don't know what direction the Oilers are moving in right now. Like, why do all of this and end up in this situation that they're at right now?
Yeah, it's tough to say. And when you stack those things one at a time, yeah, it does. You said the word circus. It kind of gives off that a little bit. But I mean, in saying this, let's go to the coach first. I did talk to Dusty about Babs, and I'm watching firsthand here in Toronto. If you guys haven't asked me about Jim Hiller yet, getting hired as the head coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs, I said the same thing about Edmonton that I did about Toronto. Like, I just hope they're doing their due diligence. Like, I hope they're not forcing this decision. I hope they don't think they necessarily need a coach before the draft. Toronto went through, I think they ended up with 56 or 57, 60 guys they ended up talking to. So I just hope they're doing their due diligence. And like, at the end of the day, Jay, like, they got work to do. They got work to do. They got a lot of work to do. They got some hard conversations that are going to have to be had and have already been had. But these things have to happen. And I hope they know what they're doing. I really do. I think I trust the process that they're going through, but obviously the Babcock stuff has certainly created some fireworks. And like I said to Dusty, like, I just hope they're doing their due diligence and talking to everybody and anybody they can.
What do you make of these reports that, okay, the leadership group, we can kind of guess who that is. Maybe it's not Nurse anymore, but that they've been like, we need a coach like Babcock. And now some of these agents, according to Elliott, who I think we all respect a lot, are saying like, hey, my guy isn't so thrilled about Babcock. He's not a star player. Yeah. If that's true, and again, I know Elliott doesn't, like, he's pretty solid. So is that concerning to you? Like, you've been in a dressing room and you've been a guy who isn't the star. Like, is that potentially harmful to be like, I didn't want this guy. Why are Connor and Leon so thrilled about this guy? You know what I mean? If they go that way.
I just hope it's the same standard from top to bottom, just because I know firsthand what it's like to play for a guy who, as soon as you are in and out of the lineup guy, as soon as you're out of the lineup, you are treated completely differently than guys that are in the lineup. And I think that's always, or certainly for a couple cases with Babcock, has been the case where it's like, there's usually not a ton of problems with the top guys. It's the guys down the lineup that get grinded and that really get it. So I just hope it's the same standard from top to bottom, because you're exactly right. Like, there's one thing to be said for your core leadership, top skill guys to want a guy in there, but not everyone gets treated equal in all these situations. So I just hope it's the same standard.
All right. You mentioned Hiller yourself. Jay's favorite coach of all time. Really fell in love with him during last spring's playoff series for his humility and his media availabilities, and then his equal distribution of ice time. And defenseman kept playing defense. I'm being told to be sarcastic.
Adrian Kempe is a hell of a defenseman, right?
It really is.
Yeah.
What's the vibe there with Hiller to the Leafs?
Well, I think anything that comes out here, first and foremost, people jump on it right away, like including myself. I was like, what? Where did this come from? When you talk to 60 guys and you land on Hiller, but in saying that, this is where I'll go. I've said this to you guys before. I love Matt Sundin. Matt Sundin is like like for a lot of guys, millennials, especially growing up here in Toronto, Matt Sundin is the guy. And I think him coming back into the fold, I have a lot of trust in what he's doing. And to be honest with John Chayka as well, like he's taken a bit of a beating since he got hired. I think these two guys know what they're doing. And for them to interview close to 60 people and to sit there in a room and to have a conversation or multiple with Hiller and to go forward with that, it must have been an encouraging discussion in some capacity. And I do think Toronto is a similar situation to Edmonton, where I do think the leadership and the captains are being consulted on decisions like this. Like, I think some people were asked about him before, and there's a history there, right? He was the assistant coach in Toronto under Mike Babcock for 4 years. He had Austin, Willie, Morgan Riley, like these guys were around before. So he probably got co-signed by a couple players as well. And that gives me a little more faith in it. But we watched it, right? We watched 4 years in a row. And I don't think, I mean, I know obviously the Oilers have McDavid and Draisaitl, but it was one of the only times, especially the one where they went down 2-0. It was one of the only series that I've seen in a while where maybe there was a bit of out coaching there. And I know he's a capable guy, and at the end of the day, I trust Matt's. So people are kind of jumping all over this right now, but I tell you guys this all the time, like, just let it play out for a bit. Like, let's see how this goes before, you jump to conclusions.
All right, Luke, are you coming to Edmonton this summer? You know yet?
Am I coming to Edmonton this summer? Maybe. I don't have anything on the books right now, but
okay.
You never know I don't know. Never know where the summer goes.
Well, just because I know you wound up here last year and came to EST when I was on my time off, and you were like, dude, seriously, where are you?
Well, don't you guys have a golf tournament?
Wednesday, July 8th is our golf tournament. Yeah. Are you in it?
No, I was going to say I didn't get the invite.
Oh, you're invited.
Well, if you're coming out, we could find you a way in.
I didn't even get a proper invite. I would have stored it off on the calendar. But we'll see. Usually end up in Alberta at least at some point. So hopefully.
England, by the way, winning 4-2 over Croatia. All right, Luke. Well, we're gonna be in touch. We love having you. You're an absolute gem to speak with, and of course, we'll stay in touch off air as well. But thank you so much for everything throughout the year, buddy.
You guys rock. Thank you as always.
Luke Gazdic from Sportsnet on the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Love having Luke on.
Great. Yeah, it's interesting, that I wonder what the opinion is like for Edmontonians, like let's say Oilers faithful, seeing Jim Hiller get hired in Toronto, as opposed to the Eastern Conference, who may not have as much association with what the Oilers have had,
right,
with the LA Kings.
Oh, I do not think, and I don't think Jim Hiller would have been well received as the Oilers coach if they would have gone down that road.
Oh God, no! How would you even do that?
Yeah,
but that's it. Like they said, did Luke say 60 people?
Apparently, the Leafs talked to about 60 people. Yeah, I don't know how many were formal, long form interviews, but apparently they contacted that many people.
That's a lot of people.
That is a lot.
I would think like 8, 10.
Yeah, you get it down to a bit of a
60 people.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that a Chayka term?
I guess. Yeah.
Is that just the number that came up on one of his
just
screens?
telling people that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I talked to like 60 people.
65 people.
Yeah, let's round it up a little bit.
Really? You've had 3 weeks to do this. 60 people. Wow.
780-218-9999 is how you text us. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Go to rivercreeresort.com and check out all the upcoming events there, including, what do they got? Honeymoon Suite. They got Gowan coming. They got David Lee Roth. Look at the full schedule there. Find out how to get tickets. The River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. All right. Jay's play of the day is coming up after the 4 o'clock break. We're going to get into the oil understood for GCL Diesel. All ahead on the Reid Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
The Lock Shop.
Canadian Football League, which is off to a tremendous start.
Dude, the games have been awesome.
It's crazy. It's really good. This was the first time since week 6 of 1995 that 4 quarterbacks threw for over 400 yards in a week. And then, as I pointed out, the other 2 quarterbacks who were playing that didn't, Bo Levi Mitchell had a perfect quarterback passer rating, and the other guy was Nathan Rourke.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Looking for a delicious meal without the hassle? Head to Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park, your home of the game day meal. From handcrafted fresh pasta with rich homemade sauces to ready-to-heat family meals, Pasta Pantry brings authentic Italian flavor straight to your table. For over 30 years, Pasta Pantry has served hot, delicious comfort food made right in our kitchen. We do it fast so you can slow down. Visit Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park today and taste the difference fresh makes. Pasta Pantry, real food, real fast, real good.
Worksite ready, Western tough. Lamley's Workwear is calling all tradespeople, oil and gas crews, construction workers, farmers, and hard-working Canadians. Built for the job with quality craftsmanship, job site protection, and cowboy-worthy durability. Trusted brands like Airy at Work and Wrangler Rigs, designed for performance and all-day comfort on the toughest sites. No matter the season, Lamley's has the workwear you need. Shop the full range now at lamleys.com/work.
LAMMLES. Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
There's one game that kicks off summer. Elks football is back, and the best way to experience the home opener is being there when it happens. For every catch, every tackle, every touchdown, hear the roar of the crowd that's been waiting for this moment. Elks Alouettes at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium, June 20th. Presented by James H. Brown, Alberta Injury Lawyers. Lock in your tickets for the home opener now before they're gone at goelks.com/tickets. Edmonton Elks, our city, our year.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The Oilers have announced next year's 4-game preseason schedule. Edmonton opens things up September 19th at home to the Winnipeg Jets. Elsewhere, Ryan Craig has been hired as the head coach of the Golden Knights. Craig spending the past 3 seasons leading Vegas's AHL affiliate squad. In World Cup action, 2 matches wrapped up, 2 matches to go. 5 o'clock, Ghana and Panama hit the pitch, while 8 o'clock we see Uzbekistan challenging Colombia. For the Jays, they battle the Red Sox once again. Max Scherzer was originally listed as Toronto's starter, but has been moved to the 15-day injured list with back spasms. Braden Fisher now starting for the Jays against Boston's Jake Bennett. And underway currently in the majors, just one game is live. D-backs leading 8-1 over the Angels, top of the 9th inning. We also see the White Sox and Yankees in action before the Braves take on the Giants. Riverhawks action, they play the Apple Sox first pitch at 7:35. Listen to the game on any of EST's audio streams. And in CEBL action, the 3-5 Stingers play host to the 4-6 Alliance. Tip-off scheduled for 7 o'clock. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your Sports Update. Hour 2 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Okay, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Good to have Luke Gazdic on the program. We will talk a little bit more about the Oilers coaching situation. They are now the only team without a head coach as we move along through the afternoon. That'll be the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel. We'll have buying or selling for Damon Bunting. I have something for Jay. He doesn't know what it is. He has something for me. I don't know what it is. The one you had yesterday was beautiful. The Levi's Stadium one. That was very good.
I like that.
That was very good.
It was quite cheeky by Levi's.
Very much so. Very much so. Greg Buchanan from the World Professional Chuckwagon Association will have Wagon Wednesdays. We've got that all summer long to talk about the WBCA. That's about 5:20. Words of the day coming up for the Edmonton Public Library. The fun just keeps on coming here on Edmonton Sports Talk, which of course is presented by Play Alberta. The Elks have their home opener coming up on Saturday, and portions of this hour are presented by the Edmonton Elks. Go to goelks.com/tickets. Check out the tickets for the home opener against Montreal. There's a whole bunch of other ticketing options there, like group packages, party packages, all that type of stuff. You can look at the schedule, find some future games you might want to go to as well. So what are we looking at injury-wise here for the Elks? They put out a new thing today. Was there anything unusual? Woodmansey, we know he's going to be out for a while. Robustelli is still out. Mm-hmm. So those would be the two biggest names on the list.
I didn't get today's injury report.
Oh my goodness. We got and Muaga Clements is still out, but we've known that too already. We had the Mark Killam show on yesterday, so they got a couple of new offensive linemen. Probably not going to see them though in the game.
According to Mark Killam, no.
Doesn't look like it. He made a really interesting comment comparing Davis Alexander to Matt Dunnigan, which is pretty high praise.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we'll see how Alexander's career progresses. He is yet to be the starting quarterback in a regular season game that resulted in a Montreal loss.
Correct.
He did lose the Grey Cup as a starter. Wasn't a regular season game. So when you have a quarterback like that, I mean, he appears to be, it's still early in his career, but we're starting to see a lot of them. Like, to me, he appears to be the full package. You know, good arm strength, accurate,
moxie,
mobile, moxie. So how do the Elks throw him off? Like, you just say, okay, we're taking away the deep shot, and we hope we got to make him pick away, and then maybe he makes a mistake, or do you pressure him the entire game? What do you do?
I would start with trying to make him uncomfortable in the pocket. Move that defensive line around. Move Malik Carney around. He can disturb things and disrupt things in the backfield. That's number one. Number two, they like to take shots, do the Montreal Alouettes. I would limit their opportunities on that and say, beat us underneath. We'll rally to it. That team offensively cannot live like that. They won't nickel and dime you down the field. They need to take shots. It's in their playbook. When they do take those shots, take advantage of it. But I would try and make them patient. That's what I would do. Because here's the deal. You're not going to eliminate Davis Alexander from the game.
Right.
You know, unless unfortunately he has an injury or something like that. But you can at least slow the pace of the game down and say, we'll give you everything underneath and rally to it. But they're not going to do it. They're too stubborn in their ways. They want to get downfield. And they will take risks. So I would say take your chances with that And when those plays present themselves, when those shots, when those risks come at the defense, take advantage of it.
All right. We'll talk more about that today and also tomorrow and Friday leading into Saturday's game. So it's a 2:00 game Saturday at Commonwealth Stadium. The Green and Gold kickoff show presented by Commonwealth Stadium is at 1:00 here on EST with Jason Milne and Matthew Wannock, and then they're on right after the game for the post-game show too.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
And this is presented by Play Alberta. When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. You have to be 18 and older to play. And if you gamble, use your game sense.
Okay, well, when we were prepping for this, we had assumed that Max Scherzer was on the mound tonight in Boston.
Yeah.
Scherzer's 1-4 with a 10.23 ERA.
Right.
Jake Bennett, pitcher for the Red Sox, also has a 5.28 ERA.
Right.
Now, even with Scherzer out, okay, so it's a bullpen game possibly here for the Blue Jays.
Yep.
I still expect this to be a high-scoring game, so I'm not totally down on this. It would have been better if Scherzer was pitching, in my opinion. But this is Jay's play of the day. Toronto Blue Jays at Boston Red Sox over 9.5 runs. Plus a Luis Diaz anytime goal. That's tonight's game. Colombia. What is it? Colombia.
Colombia and Uzbekistan, who Canada played here in Edmonton.
Right. So a Luis Diaz anytime goal. Blue Jays, Red Sox over 9.5. That has been boosted to plus 358 over at Play Alberta. Now, here's the deal. Bonus Jays play of the day.
Oh, my goodness.
Coming in. Just talking to Hernan, right? He knows his soccer. He says, Luis Diaz, watch.
Right.
Watch. So I'm thinking, okay. We talked about it earlier. Messi, 2 goals. Mbappe, 2 goals. Holland, 2 goals. Harry Kane, 2 goals. You know, it seems like these superstar soccer players are coming through.
Yeah.
Against a team like Uzbekistan, I would say this would be a great time to shine. So I did a bonus Jays play of the game. Luis Diaz to score 2 or more goals. That has been boosted to plus 535.
Oh, my goodness.
That's over at Play Alberta. Might be worth a sprinkle, maybe a tinkle. Who knows? Maybe both. Your call. And Reid, always remember to use your game sense.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
All right, so that's some good stuff here. Looking at the Blue Jays, looking at the Colombia-Uzbekistan match. Now, tomorrow, can I ask for a teaser? Will you put up a Canada play of the day?
I must.
Well, you got to.
And it's going to be a goal scorer, too. It's going to be a goal scorer, because then we would go crazy here together.
Yeah.
We'll do Jay's play of the day super early in the show.
We'll have to do it right off the top of the show.
And then that way we can all celebrate and relish in the reward together.
I think.
PlayAlberta.ca/EST for more details.
Yeah. This is going to be fun for me because I don't know if I've ever. Well, I mean, clearly I've done shows while stuff's going on. But, you know, an actual Canada World Cup match.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
We're going to be doing, or what are we going to call it? A watch along?
Oh, why not a watch party?
Watch party. It's a party for 2, just like Shania and the guy. Was it Mark McGrath? I don't have that.
Well,
I just have this.
Let's go, girls.
Yes. What's the most Canadian name for the watch party? I think the party for 2 is good.
The most Canadian name for a watch party or for our watch party? The Bob and Doug, the Great White North watch party, the Takeoff, eh?
Takeoff, eh?
The Takeoff, eh? Watch party.
Watch party.
Watch party. The watch party. Watch party, eh?
Yeah, watch party.
Don't you know? Well, that's a little bit of Fargo there, but
don't you know? Bud.
Well, that'll be fun. I mean, I've certainly never done it with another host. Well, formally,
aren't you
like
excited?
this? Like, I guess when I was hosting Inside Sports, there were playoff games, NBA Finals, Blue Jays games, all that kind of stuff. But
I think you and I tomorrow, hear me out. We go over to a little establishment over here, and we do some things. We get into it. We feel the vibes. Maybe get a couple collectible hats. Maybe
you want me to dress up? Just say it. You want me to dress up?
I want you to dress up. I'll buy. It is the dollar.
See, this is what you do this to me. You suggest something I don't want to do, and you do it on air, so I have to say yes.
Well, it's
otherwise
are you going to be
miserable.
a non-Canadian tomorrow? Are you going to be? I mean, that's your patriotic duty.
I got to wear a maple leaf fig leaf over myself.
We'll go see what they got. The chip cupboard's looking a little bare.
Where are we going to go?
Right over there.
Oh, to the Dollar Tree?
Yeah.
They don't have clothes there.
They've got paraphernalia.
Like
surely we can, like flags, maybe fun sunglasses.
Oh, you just want to decorate the set.
And I want to decorate you.
I don't want to be
my
decorated.
Christmas
Why
tree
can't
tomorrow,
I just
bro.
watch the game?
Because I want to get into it.
Well, I'll be into it. I don't need to wear stuff to be into it.
Man, I did not realize how unpatriotic Reid Wilkins really is.
I'm not being unpatriotic.
Well, yeah, you
Not
are.
even a little bit of red?
Look at this in Portugal, their watch party.
My word.
Like that.
Okay, can you at least wear something red tomorrow?
I don't know if I have any red shirts. I just have burgundy.
Oh, go figure.
That's why we go across the street and go to the
figure.
Dollar
What are you
Tree.
going to wear? Do you have a Canada
lots
shirt?
of blue shirts.
I have a lot of Def Leppard shirts.
One's pink.
I could wear
Close
my
enough.
Wolverine shirt. He's Canadian.
Sure. Okay, good start.
Well, what are you going to wear? Do you have a red soccer jersey?
Yeah, I'm going to wear a red piece of garb.
Baptized Big Uke in quotations. I want to decorate you. And then he says, you thought the Chet HR email was bad.
I do want to dress you up, Reid.
Trape says, just put a wig on, Reid. R-I-E-D.
Riad. We'll go have a look. Come with me. We'll walk across the street.
I'm busy.
Like friends.
I'm busy. Well, what are they going to have at the Dollar Tree?
You'd be surprised.
Maybe a poncho, a good old
maybe
hat.
we get
some $3 really bad knockoff Canadian jersey. Like instead of Davies, it's like Davsy or something.
Davas. No, and then worst case scenario, we get patriotic treats and snacks for the game.
Yeah, that's fine. We could
Worst
put
case
something.
scenario.
Coffee crisp.
Is
the only
Coffee
one
Crisp
that I can
Canadian?
think of.
Mars. Mars is Canadian. They don't have Mars in the US.
Smarties.
Smarties, fun fact, are called rockets in the US of A.
Well, we hear rockets are the little
Those
pills.
Cylindrical candies.
Yeah, the little pill-shaped candies.
Pill-shaped candies. Here, kid, just put this under your tongue.
Kid, what is this? Who knows? Who knows?
I've been grooming you for years, Reid.
Oh, Papa Hober. Have you come at long last? So, anyway, it will be fun watching the game tomorrow and reacting to it. I just see that, like, what? Like, this is why I'm bad in group activities. Like, so,
I love when I'm able to catch you uncomfortable. It doesn't happen as often as you'd like to think.
Reid Lowe in the Nasty Chat.
Hey!
Our former athlete of the week who plays lacrosse in, I always get the name of the town wrong. It's in North Carolina. What was it again?
Cowichan.
Yeah, he'll put it in there.
Cowichan.
Americans looked at me like I was crazy when I mentioned Smarties.
Right.
Yeah.
It's Cowichan. Cowichan.
Was that where he went? No, it was something else.
I thought it was Cowichan.
He's probably laughing at us right now. So he's like, thanks for paying attention to your interview, guys.
It's
or was that the college and the town was like McFernie or something like that?
No, I'm saying the college.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So Instagram comes up, and you scroll through somebody's stories.
Chowan.
There he is, yeah. See, he knows what's going on.
He should. That's his school.
Somebody should know what's going on this show.
Yeah, don't leave that up to you or
even
I.
if it's one of the listeners. So on Instagram, I see somebody I follow, and it's like her, and then like her boyfriend, and then like friends, and then like her parents, and they're all dressed up, but like different, like not like form, like. And then she posts, it was some sort of a mafia party where everybody dressed like you're in the mafia.
Yeah, they're called theme parties.
And I was just like, what's the point? Like, just have people over.
No, some people like to have theme parties.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
Oh my gosh, Reid.
Like, what's the point of doing
What's going
that?
on? What do you mean, what's the point of it?
You really don't like to have fun, Reid.
It's to dress up and show a little bit of your
Like,
creativity.
that is not worth the effort.
I've been to a theme party. It was a great time.
What was the theme?
Yeah, what was
the
your
theme
theme?
was 2000s. So people
Okay.
showed up in really baggy jeans, bedazzled bell bottom. I don't know. Everything.
Did anybody
2000s.
dress up like Brand Van?
What is
I guess that's Brand Van 3000.
Brand Van?
That was bad.
What was that?
What is Brand Van?
Wasn't that a band? Brand
Brand
Van
Van.
3000, though. I'm thinking.
Oh, 3000.
Sorry.
No. Well, just stuff like that. I don't know. Why'd you dress up? What made you dress up like that? Oh, what went in your costume? I don't know. You can act it out. So you can do a voice at a themed party, maybe?
If I had a theme party, you would just say, nope,
No,
I
say
ain't
I'm
going.
not coming. Might depend on the theme. If it really tickled my fancy,
Okay,
so to speak.
okay. Mythical creatures. You get to choose and make up a mythical creature.
Maybe
and
I'd come
and
to
dress
that.
up like
but
it.
then I would be like, I got to go shopping and buy the stuff, and then I got to sew or cut things up. I'd be like, I don't know. If you want to hang out, just ask me to hang out. I mean, I would still say no.
You would still,
but at least.
So
Star Wars theme party?
Wait. Hang on. Let's stop.
Well, Star Wars theme, maybe.
You think now? Do you think theme parties are inappropriate, or do you think they're just lame?
Well, they're not inappropriate.
Okay, then they're lame.
I guess if I had to pick one of the two, they're unnecessary.
They are unnecessary, but they're fun.
Are they?
Sure.
They put too much pressure on people.
No, they don't.
Oh, you got to dress. There's always going to be that one person that's spent all this money or put all this time into their costume, and other people are going to show up and be like, "Great, I thought I could just come low key,
Well, be
dress silly,
be
and
the
have
Jim
fun."
Halpert of the dress up party. Do something,
3-hole punch Jim.
yeah, like simple and
That was
and
pretty
fun.
funny.
You can dress as, like, say, a superhero themed one. You can dress as Wolverine. You just tape what?
Just a bunch of spoons to my fingers.
Yeah.
So not even forks.
What age did you stop dressing up for Halloween then? If this is such
like
a
2. I went as an infant and I was like,
That's enough.
That's enough. Reid, go poop.
yeah.
So you've never you're not a Halloween guy either.
Well, we've talked about this. Not really. I mean, we did dress up.
We did a bit.
As Eric, but you wanted to do it for the whole show initially. And I
Yes.
said, I can't carry this on for the whole show, pretending to be Lieutenant Eric.
It would have been fun. It would have been fun.
Would have it?
For me.
You could have done Dustin for 3 hours.
What is happening?
Well, okay, you just say that over and over
Well,
again.
you just get
It would have
chicken
been
fingers
an awful show.
ordered to the
Yeah, we could have skipped the
Station or
dishes some chicken tendies.
live taste testing, but you're scared tasting it, but end up liking it every time.
we could have cut into that. You just take a bite of the food, be like, oh, terrible.
Well, I've learned something.
I don't know. But here's the thing: I don't get invited anywhere.
But you just said if you were, you'd turn it down.
I'm not
KJ,
included socially.
You and I,
because I'm so used to being invited, I just say no because it's so foreign for me to go anywhere. I can't even imagine going.
Coob, I'm busy that.
well, I was gonna say we make a theme party at the office. You don't even have to leave anywhere.
Well, I don't know. Maybe everybody's grumpy Gus like Reid and doesn't want to dress up.
I'm not grumpy. I'm just realistic with my expectations for life.
Of yourself?
Yeah.
But not perceived.
Okay,
You'd be perceived as a grumpy Gus. Like, I'm above your theme party. Reid Wilkins don't dance for
I'm not
nobody.
above it. I just don't find it. I don't get it.
Okay, give me an example of a theme party you would gladly attend.
I don't know if there is one.
Oh, okay.
Superheroes and villains?
Off-topic topic number 2.
Jasmine in the Nasty Chat. Let's do a comic book theme and dress like nerds in superhero costumes. Who has a superhero costume lying around, Jasmine? This means I have to go shop. And then plus, this is how my mind works. And you guys know this about me. I can't just be like, hey, Reid, we're going to do this. And I'm just like, great, we're going to do it. I immediately start planning it. And then if I can't plan it to the extent where I'm going to do really, really well at it, then I don't want to do it. Because I don't like to half-ass things and I don't like to fail. So then maybe that's part of my thing where it's like, if I don't have an awesome costume, why would I bother?
There's probably a superhero costume at Goodwill.
Well, I agree.
Right
the
now.
superhero thing might be a little tough, but maybe create your own superhero. So you could find bits and things around your house, like be aluminum tinfoil man.
You're not the bookbinder, you're the book bender.
Right.
Just take words off the page and throw them at people. Yeah.
I'm a
weirdo.
Send in your submissions for, what were they, theme parties that Reid Wilkins would actually attend. Right or wrong
costume
answers.
theme parties.
Sure, costume theme parties.
Okay.
And then maybe you'll see something and you'll be like, okay, I would do that.
But how many times a year do people go to costume theme parties?
And then I'm immediately
when was the
going to
last
go
time
on.
you went to one? Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, but last year at work.
I'm unwilling to participate in things that hardly ever happen. So how often am I missing out? Almost never.
But you're not even open to it.
See, when you're logical like me, life's a lot better.
Well, no, I'm going to throw a theme party.
We better get in a timeout. The oil understood for GCL Diesel. Straight ahead.
The Oilers have announced next year's 4-game preseason schedule. Edmonton opens things up September 19th at home to the Winnipeg Jets. Well, in San Jose, the Sharks have acquired Michael Kesselring and a 27th overall pick in this year's draft from Buffalo in exchange for the 20th overall selection. In Elks News Day 2 injury report, same as yesterday. Joe Robustelli, Atiba Moaga Clements, and Coulter Woodmansey all missed practice. Clavicle for Moaga Clements, hamstring for Robustelli, while Woodmansey was sidelined with a knee issue. 2 matches left in today's World Cup schedule. Ghana, Panama kickoff at 5 before Uzbekistan challenges Colombia for the nightcap. And for the Jays, Max Scherzer has been moved to the 15-day injured list due to back spasms. Chad Dallas being recalled from the AAA Bisons in a corresponding move. Toronto takes on Boston. Game 2 of 3 in their set today. Braden Fisher goes for Toronto against Boston's Jake Bennett on the mound. In Game 2 of 4 between the Riverhawks, Apples, Sox. First pitch scheduled for 7:35. Listen to the game right here on EST and from the Expo Center. It's the 3-5 Stingers playing host to the 4-6 Alliance. Tip-off scheduled for 7 o'clock. This sports update is brought to you by Say the Reid Sport Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you've got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at saythereidsportmed.ca to book an appointment today. Party rolls on here on the Reid Wilkins Show. Following the break, I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you in the loop.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Jamie McLennan is our GS Construction hockey insider. The Golden Goose, which is Connor McDavid, if he's on board with this, the league and the PA has to be very careful. Because if he decides to put up his hand and said, you want to go against something that I want, I'll remember that when you need something from me. So it is kind of a, we'll call it a real muddied water here, situation here.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Kayaks, bikes, camping gear? Make space for summer fun with Sentinel Storage. Spend more time on adventures with your outdoor gear and less time looking for them. Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. We do have theme party ideas. We'll get to that in a few minutes. Of course, we are coming to you from the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Afternoons just got a serious upgrade at the Canadian Brewhouse. Happy hour runs Monday to Saturday, 2 to 6 p.m. Deals starting at $3.99. Make the smart move and head to the Canadian Brewhouse. Jays play of the day for Play Alberta. You got to get it in that quick, eh? Blue Jays starting in a few minutes.
Yeah, you got 10 minutes. So it's Blue Jays, Red Sox over 9.5 runs plus Luis Diaz anytime goal tonight as Colombia takes on Uzbekistan.
All right. We have the oil understood for GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around. From turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, they are the critical engine component experts. Proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel. Understood. All right. So, which NHL teams currently do not have a head coach?
Is this a trick question?
This is not a trick question.
Why? That would be the Oilers.
The Oilers are the only team without a head coach. So two teams hired today. So we have Jim Hiller and Ryan Craig was hired by the Vegas Golden Knights, coming up from their farm team. Jim Hiller, of course, previously coached the Los Angeles Kings. Who else has been hired in the offseason? Manny Malhotra got hired by the Canucks on June 1st. Laviolette got hired by the Kings on June 9th. The Oilers have not had a coach since, I think May 14th. So we're a little over a month now. Now, look, there's no rule that says you have to have a coach within X days of firing your old coach. I don't think that's the issue here with the Oilers. The issue is how it's going on. First of all, impressions on Hiller going to the Maple Leafs? Or are you like, whatever? Good for him.
Who's left? I mean, the Leafs are in a similar situation as Edmonton, are they not?
I guess you could say
they need a little bit more buy-in. They need a bit of I think Craig Berube just wasn't the right guy, but he was similar to what they were looking for. Jim Hiller has experience there in the past. So as Luke Gazdic said, there was some, praise heaped on him from players that are still on the roster. I just, maybe it's a good thing for Jim Hiller, a fresh start. You know, things fell apart pretty dramatically for him in LA.
Yeah.
At least to my pleasure and delight to watch unfold. And I was outspoken about it. I mean, hey, I liken this to the similar, like, who else are you going to hire, Reid?
Well, who's out there?
Exactly.
Gallant, Waugh. I guess not Cassidy. No, the Golden Knights said they let a team talk to Cassidy, but it didn't go anywhere. But we don't think that's the Oilers, right?
No.
So
for all we know, it could have been the Leafs.
It could have been the Leafs. Well, they interviewed 60 people apparently, or talked to 60 people.
Apparently.
Yeah. So Hiller goes there.
What do you think of it, Reid?
Vegas, you know, I think he's an okay coach. I think he probably played a little too defensively with LA.
Quite literally.
He didn't do, I mean, talk about shortening the bench and overplaying guys. He certainly did that in the series against Edmonton as it went along. You know, no shortage of confidence, as we heard from a lot of his interviews that year when they were playing each other. We'll see how it goes there. I mean, I know we kind of make fun of him, but I think he's a decent coach. I'm not sure I would pick him for my team. Vegas clearly had a plan. So what, 2 days after they announced Tortorella's not coming back, they're like, it's Ryan Craig. They clearly knew what they were doing all along.
They knew what they were doing since they let go of Bruce Cassidy.
Right, so that's the difference. The Oilers don't know what they were doing all along.
Which is why it's still surprising to me. Now, I guess we talked about this earlier in the bullpen. And I'm not... I mean, put yourself in the Vegas Golden Knights' shoes. The plan was to move on from Bruce Cassidy. Maybe it wasn't as early as they thought. Torts came in relief. Now they bring in Ryan Craig,
right,
from the Henderson Silver Knights. So they're not going with Bruce Cassidy anymore. But once the Oilers stepped up and said, hey, we really want to talk to this guy, and that got out, why would the Vegas Golden Knights, even if they know that they are no longer needing the services of Bruce Cassidy and that he is securely under contract, why would the Vegas Golden Knights play ball with Edmonton? Why would you play ball with your competitor, somebody that you're going up against? It's not buddy-buddy when you're competing. Right?
True.
Why would they do that?
Against what usually happens.
It is, but I mean,
but Vegas said, well, the letter of the law says we don't have to let you talk to you.
Right, and sure, are they the badasses of the NHL for doing so? Yeah, that's. I think, but I don't think they mind being that way.
No, they don't.
But why would you help Oilers, the Edmonton Oilers? Why would you send them a coach that you know is probably capable of doing the things that the Edmonton Oilers need?
Sure.
When they're a year or two away from the best player in the world, possibly shaking free from this team, from this organization. And you know what, Reid? You know where high-profile talent likes to sign as free agents, or it's Vegas.
Right.
That's one of the spots, for sure. So why would you help the Oilers?
Yeah,
and help them turn things around?
Right, and this is the whole thing we've been talking about. It's just the Oilers' apparent kind of lack of a plan or ability to anticipate or outmaneuver other teams or get somebody first. So, like...
But Reid, if the Oilers still had Chris Knoblauch as their head coach,
right?
Okay, now I know this is hindsight and it's... none of this other BS is happening.
Well, we'd still be hearing from listeners who don't like Knoblauch as the coach and saying they're never going to go anywhere with Knoblauch.
But the focus wouldn't be on the coach.
True.
The focus would be on Stan Bowman and that group, the GM and
right,
the upper management, to fix and build out a proper roster.
Right, which is still going to be the focus once they hire the coach.
Right.
So
if you're Stan Bowman and you're sitting up there and you're saying, "Ooh, at least the heat's off me." Nobody's asking me right now what I'm doing with Darnell Nurse. Nobody's asking me about some of these contracts that are coming up that I have to decide whether they're staying or going, or what I'm going to do with this $16 million I have in salary cap.
Right.
Nobody's talking about that. They're talking about how much of a debacle it's been in the process since
the season ended. Here's the thing, though, Jay and everybody. The Oilers believe in what they're doing. They don't believe it's a debacle. Like, no one involved in a debacle thinks it's a debacle. They think, well, this is how it goes, or I'm on the right path. You know what I mean?
That's fine, Reid. And you know what? If this turns out and this investigation closes in 1 week, 2 weeks, I don't know, 1 month, 2 months, okay? This doesn't have to happen until September. Really?
Well, you'd like to have a coach soon.
Sure,
I mean,
but hey, in their mind, maybe they don't. And Mike Babcock comes in and he's doing great. Okay, all is fine in Oiler country. But it still doesn't change the fact that it's been mishandled and mismanaged, the approach this offseason. The leak about Bruce Cassidy backfired big time.
Oh, for sure.
And we now, I mean, at least from Kelly McCrimmon said it was from the Oilers. This Darnell Nurse leak. Like, why is that leaked? Why is that out there? That should be a private conversation between Stan Bowman and the 3 or 5 teams that Darnell Nurse says, hey, I'm interested in going there.
Sure. No,
that affects you.
That may not be coming from the Oilers. I think the Oilers legitimately or like purposely put out the Cassidy stuff to try to put pressure on the Golden Knights, and it backfired because
well, then
they
if
didn't
the Darnell Nurse leak
happen.
didn't come directly from someone there, it came from someone within that organization. So get your house in order, because now that is severely kneecapping you when it comes to your ability to negotiate with Darnell Nurse. Every other team out there knows the Oilers are desperate. They know that they have a window. That doesn't help you in negotiations.
Yeah, see, I don't view the Nurse information as the same way. I mean, there's agents involved who would talk to media members. You know, okay, so it's out there that he might want to be moved. That could have come from, I think, from other people, quite frankly. I think the Cassidy thing came from somebody or people with an OEG, and they thought that they were going to somehow twist things their way, and it didn't work, right? But I get what you're saying though. Like, this is all like, okay, what's going on with the Oilers? What's inspiring like faith in the leadership of the franchise and the decision-making process? Like, what's making anybody think whatever coach they pick, oh yeah, we get it.
Right. Why would you?
Like, even if they don't wind up with Babcock and they wind up that there might be less blowback about from the fan base, what's making you think, oh, I can see why they pivoted to that guy? Like, it's going to be like, okay, wait a minute. So the Cassidy stuff got out. They fire Knobloch. Then it can't be Cassidy. So then we don't hear anything. And then it's Babcock, and it seems like they're staying with Babcock. And then, wait a minute, now it's this guy. Like, how are they arriving at things? The whole decision-making process. Like, I feel like even if they somehow make a decision that turned out to be a good decision, the fans are going to be like, did they know at the time? Or did they just sort of fire a blindfolded dart and hit the mark?
Well, and the belief is everybody's at least been saying, okay, if Babcock comes in here and they're first in the Pacific halfway through November, then okay.
Sure.
What if he comes in here and they're in last place in the Pacific?
Oh, it's going to
be
mid-November. A disaster.
Then it's going to be
the most really we've ever seen on the team.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be really bad. I mean, clean the whole house.
And especially knowing that the leadership group apparently wanted the guy and talked to him and said, okay, let's do it.
Well, and that's a big thing, Reid. That is because who is the leadership group? First, we don't know. Can only assume. And you can assume probably that doesn't include Darnell Nurse. Who is the leadership group? Who's not part of the leadership group? And I'm sorry, but why is a hockey player wanting or needing or needed to be a part of that conversation?
Well, because it's specifically Babcock. And again, this lends to your whole theme of like, why are they so intent on chasing this guy? You know?
Yeah, it should have stopped when it said, oh, by the way, he's got a clear investigation before you can hire him.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to back off on this one. But I've been saying the Oilers had a window to pull out of this and still save some face. I don't think they are. I don't think they are. They're going to, stick to their guns.
I think that they're convinced that they're being really brave here, and they're going to prove it to everybody. You know? Like, this is like, Jay, you can't hit your 5-iron 230 yards. Do not try this shot. No, Reid, I can do it. Jay, you've never done it before. You can't hit your 5-iron 230. Lay up or go around the pond. No, Reid, I can do it. All right, Jay. And then you hit it right into the middle of the water. And you're like, I can't believe I hit it into the middle of the water. I thought I had that one. I put so much thought into that. Like, that's who they are, right? They're the hero shot team. You know, we're gonna, and again, maybe it works. I mean, I don't doubt Mike Babcock's hockey knowledge. This is all about the process of them hiring him. And then what if this goes away? Then who are you going to turn to? And then any coach you could hire is be like, well, I was your fourth choice, you know?
But like, look at the Carolina Hurricanes. I mean, we talked about it with Luke. They don't have the superstars like the Oilers have. They have guys that have
a lot of really good players.
They have a lot of really good players. And they have structure in place that's been there for a long time. Like, how long has Rod Brindamore been the head coach of the...
What is it now, 8 years?
8 years? I think it was...
He was hired, what's his exact hire date again? May 8th, 2018. He's the third longest tenured coach after Cooper and Bednar.
It just seems like this organization under Stan Bowman has been completely disjointed since the day he was brought in. And then Jeff Jackson came on the scene.
Well, and even that was another weird thing at the time. It's like, okay, like, Stan, you're the president of hockey operations. Oh, now there's someone sort of higher than you, but you'll work together.
Yeah, who's the GM?
Yeah, well, Bowman's the GM.
Right,
but Jackson handled the first free agency before Bowman was hired.
By all accounts,
right.
Jackson's right in that same room.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. It's a weird structure right now. And I guess if they were winning and they had this structure, it'd be like, oh, well, how clever are they? But they're not.
Well, and they're not even, okay, Reid, at the start of last season, it was, I know you had said, and there were others in this office that said, look, don't be surprised if this is a little bit of a pullback year.
Right.
If it's a little bit of a rebuild year. Okay? How come you can see that? And other people that follow this team can see that and say that. Yet the second that it doesn't come to fruition, this management group just freaks out, knee-jerk reactions, pulls the chute on Knobloch. They're getting rid of nerd. Like, that's what you said yesterday, was that they're passing the buck. And this is it just continually keeps happening.
Yeah. Well, and even when, Bowman came out on the season-ending news conference, and I think Rashog asked the question, what can you tell us about Knobloch as the head coach? Like, will he be back? And Stan was like, well, we got to evaluate, and I got to talk to people. Well, right there, it's like, okay, like, if you don't like him, then just do it 2 days after the season ended.
Mm-hmm.
Like, step up and do it. 780-218-9999 is how you can text us, the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Don't forget about the $21.99 prime rib special at Tap 25. Available 7 days a week from 11:30 in the morning to 11 at night. It's available for dine-in and takeout, just not available on show nights, but a great deal. The $21.99 prime rib special, rivercreeresort.com. Thanks for the discussion in the Nasty Chat. A lot of good messages coming in there. If you are on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, we'd like to get at least 100 thumbs every show. We need about 35 to get there, so don't delay. Get in there and click. Buying or selling coming up. We'll get to some messages on the inbox as well. River Cree Resort and Casino.
There's a few.
Good. Here comes the Coop.
The Oilers have announced next year's 4-game preseason schedule. Edmonton opens things up September 19th at home against the Jets. Elks News, Day 2 injury report. Same as yesterday, Joe Robustelli, Itsiva, Moaga, Clements, and Coulter Woodmansey all missing practice. Clavicle issue for Moaga. Clements, hamstring for Robustelli, while Woodmansey is sidelined with a knee ailment. And 2 matches left on today's World Cup schedule. Ghana and Panama kick off in just about 8 minutes before Uzbekistan challenges Colombia at 8 o'clock. Back in hockey, the Sharks, they've acquired Michael Kesselring and a 27th overall pick in this year's draft from Buffalo in exchange for the 20th overall selection. As for the Jays, they're warming up to take on the Red Sox. Max Scherzer, before the matchup, was moved to the 15-day injured list due to back spasms. Chad Dallas being recalled from the AAA Bisons, active for the game tonight. But starting on the mound for Toronto is Braden Fisher. going up against Boston's Jake Bennett. Riverhawks are also in action against the Apple Sox. First pitch at 7:35. Listen to the game right here on EST and CEBL action. The 3-5 Stingers battle the 4-6 Alliance at home. Tip-off scheduled for 7 o'clock. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, they have plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. Buying or selling, Damon Bunting up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The EST Hangout.
Which one do you have bigger emotions of? Game 4 comeback or the ultimate clincher?
Oh, Game 4 comeback was...
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like when we look back, when you think back on this, it's not the moment, it's not that, it's that.
But you still know it's not done. I didn't cry after Game 4. I wept after Game 5.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Goodwill is
one shopper, finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket, a deal, one donor, letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant,
learning,
trying,
building skills,
building confidence,
building a future.
One purchase, one donation,
one job, one choice.
Goodwill is
the power of one, the power of one, the power of one, the power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Kayaks, bikes, camping gear? Make space for summer fun with Sentinel Storage. Spend more time on adventures with your outdoor gear and less time looking for them. Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details.
All right, hope you're having a wonderful day. This is Buying or Selling, presented by Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate.
All right, Reid.
All right.
Football Canada.
Oh, we're doing this, okay.
What do you mean?
I thought you were doing texts. That's fine.
Oh, sorry.
What do you want to do?
No, that's fine. No, we'll do buying or selling after 5. Because there are quite a few fun submissions here for...
Oh, that as well. Plus, well, I know you had other notes. I just thought you were going to read Oilers stuff.
No, that's okay.
We should have planned something.
We should have thought about this. Poop Stain says Stan Bowman is actually Shirelli in disguise, comebacks to finish the job.
Oh, jeez.
Where was it here? It says, this is from Max and Millie. Wouldn't have Hyman been coached under Babs, though? So
yes.
He might have some insight.
Yeah, he liked him. Or Babcock liked him.
I think.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah,
it is fair. We've talked about it. I mean, Hyman. I believe Zach Hyman's brother runs the Brantford Bulldogs.
Yeah,
the OHL team that the Hyman family own, and they hired Michael Babcock, son of Mike Babcock. So I would assume they're on good terms.
Yeah, and I think you know, we kind of keep reiterating this. Maybe Babcock clicks with his team. You know, maybe they're 25-10 on December 5th or whatever, you know. But it's just the whole process of it, you know. And somebody who was it? Was it Mex that put in the chat? Like the Leafs seem to have found 59 coaches who weren't being investigated to interview. You know, like
that's a good point.
But that's true. And I mean, Hyman's a very respected player. I think he's very respected by the fans. You know, I think a lot of people would think if Zach Hyman says something is cool, they would think, okay, Hyman's smart. You know, he knows what's going on.
Troll says
That's
the part that I
comment.
don't get is why Vegas cares about what Cassidy does. They didn't think he was good enough to help them win a cup, so why would they think he's good enough to help the Oilers? If they think he's good enough to win another Stanley Cup, they should have kept him.
But they petered out for him there.
It petered out. They moved on. Now they're holding him to his contract. And, I mean, the only team left in the NHL that needs a head coach is the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah.
Why would you, as the Vegas Golden Knights, open that window up and open that door and say, come talk to Bruce Cassidy? Be a bad situation for Bruce Cassidy, but...
Yeah.
The second off-topic topic that was introduced was theme parties that Reid would actually attend. Chris S. says, I'm with Reid. I just want to decline a party invitation with the least amount of annoyance. This came in from an unnamed textor. Second text ever, Reid.
Oh, nice.
You need to do a Def Leppard theme party.
Well, I got a text from that from a buddy as well. Abuski emailed Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. I'm with Reid here. Halloween and theme parties are fun for those who enjoy dressing up in a costume. Personally, I don't like to do that, but I'm not opposed to others doing so.
Now, here's the question. Would you still attend?
Well, no, because I'd be out of place. I wouldn't want to appear to be a party pooper.
No, then Abutsky, I think from that response, would at least still go and attend, but he'd say, no, I abstain from theming.
Right.
Winnipeg Kev says James Bond theme party.
Well, I could just do the voice. So, it appears I'm the only one not in costume, Mr. Bond.
This is a good one from Parkside. Chet Palmer's pocket checker theme party.
I don't even know what you would dress as.
City Dave.
I guess you dress as anything that could be in your pocket.
You could dress as a Harry Kane.
A Harry Kane, yeah.
There you go.
A brace.
A brace. What else has been in my pocket? Oh, I don't know.
I don't even
dress like a Brad Goose shoe.
I should have saved all of them.
City Dave says famous athlete theme party.
Well, we know who Dusty would dress as. LeBron.
Well,
I could dress as Brad Goose for the famous athlete party, too.
There you go.
We're going to dress as Mark Kennedy. Just go around swearing at people. We got to get Mark on the show. I got to get in touch with him.
Pineapple Prophet says, how about we have a grumpy radio host theme party? Do you have anything you can wear to that, Reid?
I sure do.
Stupider Trent, or your favorite food party, and Reid would go as a canned ham.
Oh, there's a nice throwback reference.
You just have to wear your canned ham shirt.
Yeah.
What's Jay says Eyes Wide Shut theme party.
That's a Kubrick movie. Right before he died. It came out, or it came out after he died. That's the one with Cruz and Kidman, 1999. Yeah, the canned ham. I wore the canned ham shirt. I wore Ched merch on air, but it was in the circumstance because it's my face is on it too, right? And people know about a lot of people know about the canned ham stuff.
A lot of people do. We've got a limerick that's come in, and
if I didn't, I wouldn't wear Ched stuff under any other circumstance. Like I don't work there anymore.
Yeah, but a theme party.
But I wouldn't be like, oh, I should still get merch from Ched because I once worked there. Like there's no reason for me to have it or to wear it. The canned ham shirt was different because it was unique to me.
Yeah,
I wouldn't just wear like I'm going to wear a Ched hat today. Like that'd be silly.
Right? Why would you?
Yeah.
You're not there.
Yeah, I wouldn't need it or want it for any other reason. Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
This is a limerick that came in from Georgia Satellite.
Uh-oh.
Now, Reid, brace yourself.
He might be in my football pool.
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Brace yourself.
All right.
I know what the reaction's going to be. There once was a man from Quebec who handed out no move clauses at a pace some would call breakneck. He said with a grin, as a coach, he could not lock in. Who in the world is paying me to be an NHL exec?
Okay.
No?
Well, the second line is very long. The second line is very long. The idea,
But it was good.
The theming, and the intent. It's very good. Just gotta shorten the second line.
See, even if you said there once was a man from Quebec who handed out no move clauses at breakneck, like I think,
or just say gave no moves at break.
Gave no moves at
speed at speed breakneck.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Just
everything
always
else
find
was
a way to
dialed
tighten it up.
in.
But it's very good. Yeah. Yeah, that is well. This is so I run. You're in my CFL pool.
I am,
which which everybody don't freak out. It is not for listeners. It's not meant to have the 14,000 audience members that we have in it. It's something I do myself, but it's at the point where people in it have got other people in it, and I think it's sort of gone like this.
When I first tried Fabergé Organic Shampoo with pure wheat germ oil and honey, it was so good I told 2 friends about it, and they told 2 friends, and so on, and so on, and so on.
And so now I think that I personally have met fewer than half of the 34 people in the pool.
Yeah, you were showing me that. That's incredible.
Or about half, including the Georgia satellite, who is in the pool. But I didn't know that he listened. Thank you, Georgia satellite.
Oh, we've seen that name. Well, I do. I handle the inbox, so maybe I see it more than you. Let's see here. So I'm in 6th. Iwanek's in 7th. Zachary Kubish is in 8th. Wilkins is in 10th. Nielsen's in 12th. I mean, EST...
Nielsen was 2nd or 3rd last year.
EST's showing up.
Salas not doing as well. Didn't send in his picks in.
Oh, I didn't scroll down that far. Well, he didn't send his picks in.
Like, how do you miss your picks in the second week? Like, Koob stopped sending his picks in last year, but he knew he wasn't going to finish in the money.
I was so far
So
out of
you
it,
kind
there
of
was
gave
no
up,
point.
which is fine.
Yeah, but I'm not giving up, Reid.
And I was so far out of it, I had to start making the opposite pick.
Yeah.
The upset pick, just to try.
But you kept sending them in until the end.
Yeah, like I've got to do my picks now.
Wait, I better send mine. Well, there's no games till Friday this week, right? It's Friday and then a triple header on Saturday.
Right.
And Dusty's doing the Friday game and the first game Saturday, I think. And I think he's biking from Toronto to Ottawa. He's pedaling. No, he's on a motorbike.
Well, no, how does this work? Because Saturday is Toronto at Ottawa, then Montreal at Edmonton, then Saskatchewan at Calgary.
But he's doing for the Friday game.
Yeah, he's doing BC at Hamilton.
Right.
Then he's going from Hamilton to Toronto.
He's
cycling from
was it
Hamilton.
just Hamilton to Toronto?
No, sorry, to Ottawa.
Yeah, he's cycling overnight.
Right, overnight. That's a long stretch. That'd be good for his legs.
Buying or selling for Damon Bunting. You could score on a penalty kick in the World Cup.
Oh, I'm just going to sell. I don't want to humiliate myself and say that I could. I think, Reid, not for being inaccurate, but just I would just fail, like just ginormously fail under the pressure of the moment.
Yeah, like the nets are big, but then you also, like the goalies always make themselves big. And you'd be like, hey, where am I actually shooting? And let's face it, even guys like you, and you're very athletic, even us kicking as hard as we could would be an incredibly slow shot to these goaltenders.
I'm going to change my answer. I could. They don't get to come off the goal line.
Right.
I mean, as long as I can directionally put it.
Would you do the little stutter step?
No.
You
I need all the speed I
sprint
have.
at it.
And I wouldn't.
You start at center.
So I would.
Screaming on the way in.
I kick with my right foot.
Right.
So if you can think of the net and I'm kicking with my right foot, I wouldn't try go to the left. I'd go push it through to the right corner.
Okay.
Like a flat foot strike.
Jason, man. Straight out of his pocket. It's like, which character is it now? All right, we better take the 5 o'clock break a few minutes late. We're not following the script today.
This guy.
Oh, he's
guy
hurt.
He ran into the
This guy's
goalie.
rolling around. He's got a broken wrist.
Look.
Oh, my arm's the wrong way. I think it's raining in Toronto, too, for this one, isn't it?
It must be.
All right. We have Wagon Wednesday coming up. Words of the day. Here's the 5 o'clock break and an update from the coop.
2 guys and a goalie.
There is no way the Oilers come out on top of a Darnell Nurse trade. Hire it or fire it.
Fire it. There's always a way. I think you need some NBA thinking. Make this some sort of, has to be at least a 3-way in some respect. You need multiple teams involved to maximize this and create something that benefits your team, I think.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
There's one game that kicks off summer. Elks football is back, and the best way to experience the home opener is being there when it happens. For every catch, every tackle, every touchdown, hear the roar of the crowd that's been waiting for this moment. Elks, Alouettes at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium, June 20th. Presented by James H. Brown, Alberta Injury Lawyers. Lock in your tickets for the home opener now before they're gone at goelks.com/tickets. Edmonton Elks, our city, our year.
Celebrating the 40th anniversary of its groundbreaking release, Strange Animal. River Cree Resort and Casino and K97 proudly present a very special evening with Gowan, live, playing his chart-topping classics from this iconic 80s album and more. Gowan's Strange Animal 40th Anniversary Tour, July 2nd, in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Hi, I'm Alistair Johnston with Canada Soccer. My dad's the biggest influence in my life. He was the one that passed down the passion for soccer to me. He is the biggest influence in my career.
To all inspiring dads, happy Father's Day. Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Canada Soccer.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
The Oilers have announced next year's 4-game preseason schedule. Edmonton opens things up September 19th at home to the Winnipeg Jets. And the Jays, they're in action game 2 of 3 against the Red Sox. Bottom first inning. Runless on the board. Braden Fisher on the bump for Toronto. 1 out and a runner on first base for the Red Sox. Prior to the game, Max Scherzer was moved to the 15-day injured list due to back spasms. Chad Dallas being recalled from the AAA Bisons in a corresponding move by the Blue Jays. Game 2 between the Riverhawks Apple Sox. First pitch is 7:35. Catch the full game right here on Edmonton Sports Talk from the Expo Center. It's the 3 and 5 Stairs hosting the 4 and 6 Alliance. Tip-off at 7 and underway. 10th minute of play. Ghana and Panama. They're tied 0-0 at 8 o'clock. It'll be Uzbekistan hitting the pitch against Colombia. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Edmonton is expecting some changes this offseason, and I'm talking about your flooring. Paramount Flooring brings over 30 years of trusted service and expert installation. No permission is needed to speak with them. Visit their showroom open 7 days a week or online at paramountflooring.ca. Hour 3 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
All right, into the final hour of the show. If you have not done so, and you're taking us in on YouTube, remember to give us a like, hit the thumbs up button. We want to get to 100 likes. We know everybody's thumbs are a little slower this time of year, but don't be a pleasure delayer. Get in there and click. We should still be able to get over 100.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
If you're on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, that's awesome as well. Make us a preset or a favorite. And as I always say, and I mean it, we're genuine. Spread the word of EST. Let people know about us. Don't assume, like, if you're a long-time nasty, a long-time listener, that's awesome. We love you. But you can't assume. You might think, oh, well, my buddy down the block likes sports. He must listen to EST. No, you might have to check with him. You know what? Go over to his house tonight. Or find a way to, hey, you ever listen to EST? You might say, what's that? And you might say, well, let me show you this app, or let me show you what's going on YouTube. Portions of this hour presented by Commonwealth Stadium. Maybe don't just show up at the guy's house. But if you see him out washing his car or making chit-chat in the neighborhood,
no. Show up to his house.
Walking his dog, maybe he's walking little jingles.
You show up to his house.
Jingles. Presented by Commonwealth Stadium. How about the inaugural? We're going to the grand old inaugural. The inaugural World Rugby Nations Cup brings world-class rugby back to Edmonton over 2 thrilling weekends this July at Clark Stadium. Canada will begin the tour with what will be a thrilling rematch against Spain on July 4th. The following weekend, July 11th, you get a doubleheader of rugby action. Tonga will take on Spain. Canada versus Portugal in the second match of the day. Tickets at ticketmaster.ca. Commonwealth Stadium also presenting the Green and Gold kickoff and post-game shows, which we will have at 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, and then after the game between the Elks and the Alouettes. The French Falcons, as Chet Palmer likes to call them. All right, we got Blue Jays on here, Ghana and Panama on the television here. They're in the 14th minute, raining in Toronto, and Blue Jays earlier in their game against the Red Sox. Did you have more party stuff for me, or where were we going here?
No, we're going to do buying or selling.
Oh, you have another buying or selling for me for Damon Bunting, right?
So Football Canada and U Sports are launching women's flag football, a pilot program.
Okay.
Starting in 2027, it's a 5-year window to get enough participation and prove that, it's something that deserves full sport status. Buying or selling on flag football as a U Sports sport.
As a U
do you think it'll
sport?
Stick? Because you've seen and we've seen. Yeah, I have my doubts.
Who's going to buy a ticket to go?
Well, who's going to go buy a ticket to a lot of things that U Sports has to offer? To be honest with you.
Well, okay, but if I want to buy a ticket if I want to buy a ticket to basketball, I know I'm getting a Pandas game and a Golden Bears game, and I'm no more than how many rows are there at the Saville Center? 20, 25 maybe.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of in the lower bowl. You're close to the action. You got an enthusiastic crowd. You got a good quality of sport.
Who buys tickets to Pandas or soccer or Bears soccer?
I mean,
I've seen the crowd.
Friends
They're
and family,
sparse.
probably. Yeah.
It's probably just friends and family.
Yeah. Well, you could say any U Sports crowd isn't that large.
Yeah, I mean,
but you'll get into the over 1,000, 2,000 for bigger games. Sure.
It's just interesting because I've seen the rise of flag football. I mean, it's the Olympics. I just wonder, is it here to stay? Is this something that is revolutionizing the sport of football? Is changing the way that this game will be played, say in 20 years? I've heard Awanek say something to the effect of, well, will we have an NFL in our lifetime, or will it have changed away from contact? No, I don't agree with him.
Will the NFL become a flag football? No.
Maybe not.
But flag football will be in the Olympics, but flag football is perfect for the Olympics.
Sure.
They'll probably be, how long will the games be? Half an hour?
Yeah, they're like a game would be an hour.
It'll kind of be like the rugby sevens, right?
A game would be an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, Coop, do you have those images?
Oh, wow, there's a visual component.
Well, I just want to get your thoughts because...
Okay, kids, look at the overhead projector here.
Go with the other one first. Caitlin Clark came out with her new basketball shoe.
Oh, see, I'm going to have totally out to lunch on this.
No. I just want your opinion.
It's a cool looking shoe.
Buying or selling on Caitlin. Now, here's the thing.
Well, is it comfortable? That's the first thing that I say.
Who cares?
It's a neat looking shoe.
Who cares? It's how it looks. That's how you're going to sell it.
Quite frankly, I think that looks like a very cool shoe.
I do too. Do you get an aquatic feel from that?
I never thought of that. Yeah.
Like it looks like a fish swimming through water.
It looks like you could swim by putting on that shoe.
I think that was a dolphin.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know who could wear that shoe?
Okay, so you're buying on that. Now, here's the other one.
Looking shoe.
Okay, let's put this now up against Angel Reese's shoe that came out, which I also like.
Do they have a rivalry?
I think Angel Reese and everybody has a rivalry.
Was she the one that
she was the LSU player that was doing the thing, and then, but Caitlin Clark's no saint either.
Fair enough.
She's, but whatever. It's good for women's basketball.
You're not
in the
asking
WNBA.
me to rank their shoes.
No.
I don't know.
Here's the thing I want to talk about this Angel Reese shoe. This came out in September of 2025. Do you know what brand that is? Now, go back to the Caitlin Clark one.
It's obviously
Coop.
Nike.
No, but just go back to the Caitlin Clark one. What brand is that, Reid?
That's Nike.
Nike.
It has the swoosh.
Okay, go to the Angel Reese shoe. What brand is this,
Adidas?
Guys? Nope.
It's right near the bottom of the shoe. It's quite
good
small.
luck me seeing that.
It's Reebok.
Yes.
Do you know that Shaquille O'Neal bought Reebok?
What?
No.
Yes. He is the president of Reebok.
I knew he did.
Go
stuff
to
with
Angel Reese's shoe, the Reebok shoe.
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal is the president of Reebok. There's a document.
Thanks for telling me that before I interviewed him.
Yeah, that's true. There is a awesome 6-part. I think it's on Netflix. They documented this. Shaq is on with Reebok. He's like the president. He sits at the end of the table.
Because he thought shoes were overpriced, basically, was his whole...
Well, and he came out with this new way to attract almost like a nil opportunity for basketball shoes, where he says, I don't need to go to the NBA athletes. I need to go to the people with the biggest followers.
Okay.
Or biggest followings, right? Where they would now post this and social media would take care of it. And Allen Iverson is like his right-hand man.
Okay.
In Reebok.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
Dealer Jay says there's a show about them, yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good watch if you are looking for something to and it's fast. It takes 6 episodes, but it gives you an insight into Shaq's life.
Yeah.
And how this all came about with Reebok. But I think, you know what? I really like that Caitlin Clark shoe. There was a Sabrina Ionescu.
Okay.
She was the a big draft pick that came out as well. The Sabrina shoes, those were quite popular in girls basketball. Now they'll have more options. So, all good.
Thanks for educating me.
All right, that's what I'm here to do, Reid.
Words of the day still coming up. Greg Buchanan with the Wagon Wednesday report for WPCA and Century Mile when we get back.
Top of the second, Jays Red Sox runless in their game. Boston with Jake Bennett on the bump. Jesus Sanchez batting for Toronto. 2 outs for the Jays. Empty bases in the game. And before they hit the field, the Jays placed Max Scherzer on the 15-day injured list with back spasms. Chad Dallas being recalled from the AAA Bisons in a corresponding move. Elks News Day 2 injury report, same as yesterday. Joe Robustelli, Ativa, Moaga, Clements, and Coulter Woodmansey all missing practice. Clavicle for Moaga, Clements, hamstring for Robustelli, while Woodmansey was sidelined with a knee injury. Over to World Cup play. 21st minute between Ghana and Panama. That game is 0-0, and at 8 o'clock, Uzbekistan takes on Colombia. The Riverhawks, they're in action against the Apple Sox, game 2 of 4 in their series at 7:35. First pitch is scheduled. Listen to the game right here on any of EST's audio streams. From the Expo Center, the 3-5 Stingers host the 4-6 Alliance. Tip-off at 7. And earlier, the Oilers announced next year's 4-game preseason schedule. Edmonton opens things up September 19th at home to the Jets. Wagon Wednesday up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
One shopper. Finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket. A deal. One donor. Letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant. Learning. Trying.
Building skills.
Building confidence.
Building a future.
One purchase. One donation.
One job. One choice.
Goodwill is
The power of one. The power of one. The power of one.
The power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
The Oil Stream.
And I love this conversation. I mean, I want people on both sides of this. And this is what we say. Edmonton Sports Talk is the voice for all of the fans out there. I mean, the more I listen to you guys talk about the issue, the more ridiculous you sound. Is Babcock a predator or just a hard ass who went too far? You also said in there a hard ass who went too far. You said it. And I would think you can probably say went too far multiple times.
Oil Stream presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
It's the weekend. The sun is out, and everyone, yes, even the kids, are bored. Bring them to the Canadian Brewhouse. Our patios have games to keep the whole family going. Rooftop views, real turf to run around on, and misters for when the summer gets serious. Oh, and we've still got the game on. Always. All day, all weekend, all summer. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Lady, get your whip, tell her that she better quit with those eyes and those lips, with the tipping of her hips, flipping back and forth her hair, with that animal stare.
All right, hope you're having a great afternoon. You can always text us, 780-218-9999. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Check out all the great shows coming up at River Cree Resort and Casino. June 25th, Honeymoon Suite. July 2nd, Gowan, Strange Animal, 40th anniversary. July 5th, Ziggy Marley. July 10th, He Can Barely See the Road from the Heat Coming Off. David Lee Roth. July 28th, Collective Soul. Do you want me to keep? July 30th, Street Heart and Lee Aaron. What You Do to My Body, baby.
Well, this coincides great with this text from an unnamed texter. Please provide your name. That way I can put it on your handle. It says, you are too old for YouTube streaming. Get a real job. Okay. Well, I consider this a real job.
What a statement. What a message. What an intense take.
That is intense.
Yeah.
Sorry, we've ruined your day.
I think that was directed at me, not at you.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, you're me, baby. You pick a fight with Reid, you pick a fight with me.
All right, it's time for Wagon Wednesday, presented by the World Professional Chuckwagon Association and Century Mile Racetrack and Casino. Feel the thunder at Century Mile Racetrack and Casino. Live horse racing, heart-pounding action, casino excitement, and great dining all in one place. Grab your friends and make your next night out unforgettable at Century Mile Racetrack and Casino. Visit today and bet on the excitement. And we'll go to my good buddy with the WPCA, Greg Buchanan, checking in. Greg, it's Reid and Jay. How are you?
Not bad. I'm on the main streets of Lloydminster today.
You're in Lloyd, you said?
I am in Lloyd today, yes.
Which side of the border?
Saskatchewan side.
Saskatchewan side. That is the meaner side for sure.
I got to tell you a story, though. When I was doing the sports show, at the brew house here for like 20 years. We used to have guests coming up from the U.S., right? And I had a guy from Minnesota that was a frequent guest of ours, Eric Nelson out at WCCO. And he believed me when I told him, well, we live in the border, so we have to go through a border crossing every day when we go into Alberta. You're kidding, really? Yeah, they check for everything. And he believed me. Americans.
My goodness. Yeah. Bucky, I wanted to get right into it. Look, Chance Vigen secured his third consecutive victory in Medicine Hat. What is it about him, his outfit, the track that just keeps on winning for Chance Vigen in Medicine Hat?
I think more than anything, some guys get comfortable with certain tracks. Medicine Hat's one of our shortest tracks that we'll race on. Then the next shortest track is Wainwright, which we start tomorrow. So a lot is won and lost in the barrels, and Chance barrels so well. He explodes out of the infield. And when you explode out of the infield like Chance does with his leaders and his wheel team, that nobody's going to catch you. And that's what happened to Medicine Hat. He had a good final. It was Chance Vigen along with Lane Flad and Logan Gorse in the championship dash in Medicine Hat, with Chance winning. Logan Gorse was second. Logan Gorse was the Bonneville winner the weekend before. And Lane Flad made his first ever championship final heat debut and came in third. And one of the stories that comes out of that, Vigen, of course, wins his third straight Medicine Hat title. He's second in the world standings behind Aubrey Montewello. But the other great story is a father and son team of Darcy and Lane Flad. And wow, dad is in third, son is in fifth in the world standings. And they share horses. So that tells you something about their barn depth. And watch out for the Flads going forward here in the WPCA.
Buck, I want to ask you something there, because as you know, whenever you do a show like this, you might have a lot of people who really know about the sport you're talking about. Some other people who are learning about it are being introduced to it. So I think we'll have that with Chuckwagon racing. Like, how many horses will a driver carry into a weekend that he might possibly, and I guess I'll put in the outrider horses like this. It's a pretty, you got to have a pretty big stable, don't you?
Yeah, so every time you hit the track, you have 6 horses. You have your 2 leaders, your 2 wheel team, so your front and your back on your chuck wagon that's hooked up to that wagon. The other 2, you have your outriding horses. So every time you hit the track, you have 6. Most of the time, guys will have 1 or 2 or 3 outfits. So, multiply that by how many horses they need. So you're looking at, anywhere from 12 to 20. Some drivers will kind of pack some more because, like right now we're dealing with weather, right? We're dealing with rain coming down in Wainwright potentially this weekend. So you have to be adjusted to that with your horses. So sometimes you bring some extra horses or different horses that maybe are more accustomed, as the old Seinfeld episode, that they're mudders, right? And so we'll see what happens with the mudders this weekend in Wainwright.
Bucky, Evan McGee etched his name in the history books. He broke a 15-year track record last week in Medicine Hat on Saturday night. Were all the times that fast, or was there something just different about Evan McGee and his outfit?
Yeah, they were pretty quick. 59 seconds kind of tells you how short that track is, right? And again, Evan McGee's one of those drivers that barrels very well, exploded out of the infield that day, and put up that track record. So, typically a race time on a track is anywhere from 115 to 120 to 125. So when you're under that minute mark, that tells you it's a very short track. And but Evan McGee works very hard at his craft. He's out of Saskatoon. He performed both the CPCA now and the WPCA. So he's a veteran driver. And he had a great end of the season last year, had a great Dawson Creek, kind of carried that into Rocky Mountain House. So Evan McGee doesn't really surprise me, but the track record is something that he's going to have a little feather in his cap going forward for the rest of the season. And, however long that track record holds, and especially snapping it after 15 years.
So it's Wainwright this weekend.
Yes.
Then it is the Ponoka Stampede.
Yes.
And then the Calgary Stampede, which is, I would assume that's the one that all the drivers circle on the schedule. But is Wainwright an opportunity to say, okay, we've had 2 weeks now, or however long to figure out our outfits, figure everything out? Is now it's starting to become go time to start building and hopefully crescendo at the Calgary Stampede?
exactly that, because that's how the driver's going to build it. You have a great show in Grand Prairie, the Stampede, but then you build towards not just Calgary, but Panoka is a big show.
Yeah,
too.
sure
It's a 6-day show. It's a big show. So, and the thing is with that, if you look at the schedule, we race in Panoka from Friday to Canada Day. July 2nd, we don't race anywhere. July 3rd, we do it all over again at the Calgary Stampede. So that's 1 day off between Panoka and the Calgary Stampede. So 6 nights in Panoka, 10 nights in Calgary, 60 nights of racing, and do the math, in 17 nights.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
it's even a lot on the radio guy. So yeah.
So what do you expect? Like, give us some insight into the track. You mentioned. I mean, I was going to ask you about the Wainwright Stampede, and I mean, all over Alberta, it's been precipitation has been falling, and in this instance, it can be a bit of an issue for the WPCA. But what about Wainwright? What's the track like? Who do you expect to come out and shine this weekend?
Well, you know what? It's very similar to Medicine Hat. It's a shorter track to Medicine Hat. From the third corner to the finishing line, there isn't much of a run. There's the fourth corner and a home stretch. There is not much of a home stretch. You make that turn around the fourth corner and you're home. So you just basically come out of the infield and you keep on turning left until you get home. And so it's a shorter track. What they'll do with the forecast of rain, what they'll do is they'll seal the track right now with potential rain overnight. And that seal will keep the rain off of it for at least the time being until, of course, we get ready to race tomorrow. Now, there's rain in the forecast, not for tonight, not for tomorrow, but there's rain in the forecast for Friday and then heavy rain for Saturday, Sunday. Welcome to any place in Alberta. And that's what we're facing in rain right here this weekend. But you can't worry about the forecast, can't worry about weather radar. You just got to go for it and try to have a best show. And I'm looking forward to it because after Wainwright, I'll be joining you guys live in the studio in Edmonton prior to going to Panoka.
Oh, what? Why was I not informed?
I was going
of
to keep
this?
it a top secret, but
Jay was going to surprise me.
I was
with
going to
you,
surprise you.
Can you imagine that, Buck? You were going to be a surprise in my life.
Oh my God! So I'm going to wear a Def Leppard shirt just for you.
Oh, good.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you go. This one, Bucky, as you know, we're live. We're on YouTube. We have a chat stream that's going. Several people, obviously, that are in tune with the WPCA. One of them being Mike, the Michigan fan, who I know is a big Chance Vegan fan. Last year, after the Panoka Stampede, he brought several sets of the pink Chance Vegan sunglasses for my daughters. They still wear them. But his question to you is there a better horse right now than Chance's Gray?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's a pretty good horse. Actually, there's so many other Chance's Mark. There is a reason why he has done what he has done in Chuckwagon racing, whether it be in the WPCA, whether it be the Calgary Stampede, because of his horses. And it's just like a hockey team, like Carolina Hurricanes. They have a lot of great horses. And that's the reason why they won the Stanley Cup. So no different with these. Your horses is your team is your athletes. And the equine superstars that Chance Vegan has is second to none. You have to drive him still. You still have to drive him. And he can drive him too. So, yeah, there's a reason why he is a reigning world champion. There's a reason why he won 3 straight Medicine Hat titles, and that he is probably one of the odds-on favorites to win at the Calgary Stampede.
I wanted just to ask you another thing here about what you said about Wainwright, how they're going to seal the track. Now, does that mean that they want to flatten the dirt so the rain can rush off of it? Is that what that means?
That exactly it. They'll flatten the track and flatten it completely. The only issues you have with that, eventually you have to unflatten it. You have to go there and you have to grade the track, right? So that is when the harrowing of the track, and that's when you find out how much rain they got and where it's going to. Right? Along the drainage is good, and most of the drainage goes towards the inside of the track, so along the rail. Wainwright can take quite a bit experience with the other association coming to Wainwright for 15, 20 years. The Wainwright track can take quite a bit. So we'll see what happens. And, all you have to do is hope that we'll get 4 days of racing in.
So so for those that watch Chucks, those that can watch, and you can watch over at WPCA.com, you can watch online there and figure out more about that. It's very affordable. It's great entertainment, bang for your buck. But Billy Melville's a part of the broadcast. And how's Billy Melville handling? Because I know post races, Billy Melville will like to get into each wagon and go while they're still moving. How's Billy Melville handling the conditions?
Yeah, he doesn't do that because he's my co-host on radio.
Okay, so that's just for the Stampede. He'll do that.
Yeah, that's just for the Stampede. There's no way I'm doing that, guys. There's no way. I've jumped in our wagons a couple of times. The end result was not very good. So I kind of bounced off the turf, and this big body bouncing off the turf is not a very good thing.
Oh, jeez.
It's not much of a bounce. Let's just say that. But yeah, Billy is co-host with me on WPCA Radio, which you can listen to on 96.5 The Ranch out of Olds, and you can catch it on Radio Canada Player. So yeah, Billy is an encyclopedia of Chuckwagon racing, and as we say, you guys know in broadcasting, he is the human time filler. So it's like if we need to fill time, I just turn Billy's mic on and walk away. So he is an encyclopedia for Chuckwagon racing, and his knowledge is second to none.
Buck, it's awesome to have you on the show. Have a great time here coming up in Wainwright. I look forward to seeing you in person in a couple weeks. That'll be pretty cool.
We do have Reid. We do have a question that came in on the inbox, the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. This is from a listener. Sorry, Buck, this is a great texter of ours. He's got an interesting handle named Poop Stains. He says, ask Bucky, what's the reason Darcy Fladd isn't at Calgary this year, but he's a top driver?
That is a question I cannot answer. So they don't go by the standings and your results from this year. They go from the previous year.
Right.
And it's by invitation. It's from the Calgary Stampede. And then they go off of a lot of different, they go after penalties. They go after a lot of different things like that. So again, that's a Calgary Stampede question. I can't really answer it. So there's a lot of questions regarding the invites from the Calgary Stampede that only the Stampede can really answer. And Darcy was not very happy when he did not get the invite, but his son is in, and so you're happy for your son, but you're disappointed for yourself. And Darcy's kind of showing that maybe the Calgary Stampede should have invited him with the season he's having right now.
All right. Buck, thanks so much. Talk to you soon, my friend.
Thanks a lot. We'll see you next week, guys.
Greg Buchanan and Wagon Wednesday for the WPCA, presented by Century Mile Racetrack and Casino. Feel the thunder at Century Mile Racetrack and Casino. Live horse racing, heart-pounding action, casino excitement, and great dining all in one place. Grab your friends and make your next night out unforgettable at Century Mile Racetrack and Casino. Visit today and bet on the excitement. You can go to the WPCA website to learn more as well. Look at the schedule, look at the standings, and dive deeper into some of the stuff that Greg Buchanan was talking about. Okay, it is 5:40. Did you have a text or two now or later? 780-218-9999.
We're good to go, baby.
We'll take a timeout. Coob's got an update. We still have words of the day.
Game 2. Up 3 against the Red Sox. Toronto leading 1-0. Top of the third inning. Jake Bennett on the bump for the Red Sox. 1 out for Toronto with a runner on second base. George Springer at bat. Prior to the game, Max Scherzer was placed on the 15-day injured list due to back spasms. Chad Dallas being recalled from the AAA Bisons in a corresponding move. Staying with the Jays, Tyler Heineman is headed west. The Blue Jays trading Heineman to the Angels for cash considerations. Riverhawks action, they take on the Apple Sox, 7:35 first pitch. Listen to the full game right here on any of EST's audio streams. In World Cup action, 41st minute between Ghana and Panama. It's tied 0-0. After that, 8 o'clock start, Uzbekistan takes on Colombia. Elks news, day 2. Injury report, same as yesterday. Joe Robustelli, Etsiva, Moraga, Clements, and Coulter Woodmansey all miss practice. Clavicle issue for Mwaga Clements. Hamstring for Robustelli, while Woodmansey is sidelined with a knee injury. And at home, it's the Stingers playing host to the 4-6 Alliance tip-off, scheduled for 7 o'clock. This sports update is brought to you by the Ranch Golf Club. The Ranch Golf Club delivers premier conditions, top-notch service, and unmatched value every round. It's why they're Alberta's top choice for corporate golf events. Visit theranchgolf.com to find out more. Words of the day up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Afternoons.
I'm seeing a lot from fans and media alike on the social saying underwhelming hire. What do you make of this choice for the Toronto Maple Leafs?
They refound their man, guy that was on Babcock's staff not that long ago. Ultimately, they go with a guy who coached the LA Kings into boredom. I'm a defensive-minded coach, but I don't think Jim Hillers is going to be a guy who's breaking the bank.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Celebrating the 40th anniversary of its groundbreaking release, Strange Animal. River Cree Resort and Casino and K97 proudly present a very special evening with Gowan, live playing his chart-topping classics from this iconic 80s album and more. Gowan's Strange Animal 40th Anniversary Tour, July 2nd in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
Okay, Blue Jays get a couple in the top of the third, so 2-0 lead on the Red Sox going to the bottom of the third. Oilers preseason schedule, baby. We have dates for next season. Now, the full schedule used to come out right after the Cup final. Last year it didn't come out till mid-July. I haven't seen what the date is. The Oilers have preseason games on September 19th, 22nd, 24th, and 26th. Home to Winnipeg, at Vancouver, home to Calgary. There we go. Know what you're doing those nights already.
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive.
So, Reid, when do you think the regular season will start?
I think it might start,
30th?
Maybe based off this, it'll start Wednesday, October 1st, right?
October 1st. It would be the 1st.
No, the September 30th would still be the Wednesday, wouldn't it? Let me check.
The last game is on the 26th, which is a Saturday?
Yeah.
27th, 28th, 29th, 30th would be a Wednesday.
It might start Wednesday, September 30th. Yeah. Because I think they suggested with this change to 84 games that there'd be regular season games in September. I guess it doesn't mean the Oilers will play then. But yeah, if it doesn't start that Wednesday, I think it would certainly start then Thursday, October 1st. But yeah, the schedule used to come out, shortly before the draft. But last year, I double-checked, it didn't come out till July 15th or 16th. So we'll get all the dates.
TBD, Brock.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be fun. Just a reminder, if you are wanting a basketball fix tonight, a reminder that the Montreal Alliance at Edmonton Stingers game, if you can't make it down there in person, it's available on YouTube. It's available on CBC Gem. You can watch it. It's a great broadcast. And maybe this would be a good way for you if you haven't watched CEBL basketball.
Yeah.
It's free. There's nothing holding you back.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's not a pay app.
It's not a pay thing. Just go on YouTube, go to the CEBL page, go click on it's right there. It's free.
Is Majo on the broadcast tonight?
I don't know, Reid.
Well, and if you can't watch, you're out and about, you can also listen to it.
You can listen on EST.
Yeah, EdmontonSportsTalk.com. We also have the Riverhawks.
Cool. That's why you get paid the big bucks.
7:35. Yeah. Hey, I need this for the sports update, okay? There's a reason I got all the schedules over here. But no, not tonight. June 20th will be the next game aired on EST's audio streams.
I know that'll be on in the Milne household.
Nice.
Why not? It's good basketball.
Yeah.
If you like basketball, go watch it.
The off-topic topic was the worst place in Edmonton to have a World Cup watch party, and then we also had the off-topic topic of a theme party that I might participate in. We got some pretty good suggestions in both. Certainly the LRT watch party wouldn't be very convenient. And where would you put the screen? The funicular one was...
I'd stay away.
Yeah. It can get quite... I was in the funicular once when it was like plus 30 out. It was like shockingly hot. I mean, you're only in it for a couple minutes, but it's uncomfortable. But I said inside the Talus balls, that wouldn't be good. And then theme parties I might participate in. We got some good suggestions. James Bond, Def Leppard, looking in your pocket. What's in Jay's pocket party? Jay's pocket party.
I will say this. I know we got to get to words of the day here. Mac, I've got your message. It's a little late in the show to do that today, but I appreciate it. I appreciate the kind comments towards EST. And yes, we can help you give away your tickets for Saturday's Elks game tomorrow, Reid.
But we have tickets to give away right now.
We have tickets away to give right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to give them away
Matt's
now.
Gonna send,
Mac, and these are 4 tickets under the...
I think these are 2.
No. Okay, let's give away these tickets. Mac, I'm gonna message you after the show. We'll discuss.
Yeah. These are the tickets that that we have to give away, right? That Awanak told us to give away, but he's not here. Yeah. 2 tickets to the Elks home opener. Matthew will email the tickets on Friday to the winner. So we're going to give these ones away right now. And then we have a lister giving away tickets.
We'll do that tomorrow.
So we don't These separate. These are 2 tickets to the Elks home opener. All right. So what should we ask? Tell you what was the team name of the CFL team in Montreal that was not the Alouettes? You remember?
Okay.
You remember?
Yes, let's make that.
So we'll get a few in, and then we'll do a draw at the end of the show. Okay?
I might we're up against it. I'll probably just do a randomizer on the. I'll spin the wheel here.
Was short-lived, but they were not called the Alouettes. Words of the day for the Edmonton Public Library. Your free EPL library card can do more than you might expect. From books, movies, and video games to digital resources, creative spaces, and learning opportunities, there's something for everyone across Edmonton. I didn't do the special one. Hang on. Well, I'll just tell you, they got an escape room adventure coming up. People have heard me talk about this. EPL.ca/locked library.
Locked library.
Find out more about that.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
Okay. This words of the day... A Bootski edition number 36. First word of the day. This is a verb. Tari.
Tari?
Tari. It's like tardy, but tarry.
Tarry.
Are you kidding me?
Covered in tar.
Mother sent me to the store with the words, "Do not tarry."
Huh. Mother sent me to the store.
Do not tarry, little Reid.
Do not dawdle. Do not be slow.
To delay, linger, or stay somewhere longer than expected.
Okay.
To tarry.
I'd never heard that before. Okay.
Vomitorium. Second word of the day, vomitorium.
I know this is not a place where you go to vomit.
This is a noun. Vomitorium.
VOMITORIUM. Vomit. I believe this is some sort of a room or something like that. Is this sort of like a smaller room that leads to a larger room, like sort of almost like a porch or a entry type room, like not like a vestibule, but like
This is really interesting because I'm gonna. You're there. You're not exactly there, so we'll have to figure out the points after. A vomitorium is a passage or hang on. Do you want the clue?
Sure.
Or the sentence?
Well, you told me it's a passage.
After the concert, the nearby vomitorium helped us to get out of the sold-out stadium quickly and easily.
Okay, yeah, like it's corridors that help with egress. So I didn't
bonus words for using egress.
Thank you.
So that's
but I knew it was
0.6 out of
something
1.
that I was okay.
3.1 out of 4. It's a passage or entranceway in a theater, arena, or stadium that allows large crowds to enter and exit quickly. He did add the etymology of this word. The word comes from the Latin verb vomere, meaning to spew forth or to vomit. The Romans metaphorically used it to describe how the passageways allowed large audience to pour out of the venues en masse.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Well done, Bootsky.
Those were good. All right. Who won the tickets?
Oh, boy.
Can I give the correct answer?
Sure.
The Montreal Concords existed from 82 to 85. And then they went away, and then eventually the Alouettes came back.
Okay, let me just put this in.
Oh, you're doing a quick spin?
Sure.
Okay, luckily you're fast with that.
I've got it on my desktop, so I can get to it.
Oh, nice.
Quick.
Okay. 2 tickets to see the Elks and Owls, and Jay will text you.
Meclamek.
Okay.
Meclamek is the winner.
And so you'll save his info, and then Matt's going to send them on Friday.
Yeah, right, I'll get the info emailed off to Maddie right away.
Okay, perfect.
Look for a text, Mac.
Watch party on the show tomorrow. Come see what I'm dressed as. Canada Guitar. On behalf of Zachary Kubish and Jason Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins. Have a pleasant evening.